Ryu Sham, you're a sham fan, because a real fan would know that I already did a Voltorb stream. I already played Voltorb EX a long time ago. So nice try, Ryu Sham. Trust your pilot already played Voltorb. So yeah, we're playing Lapras EX all day. Yeah, it's bad. I didn't do any testing because any testing would be more than enough testing. But yes, if you didn't see the big news, apparently I run the Pokemon company. Apparently the Pokemon company is catering to me. They're making up for all the mental anguish that I have suffered as a result of PTCGL. They have opened a foot bath in Japan where Gyarados and other Pokemon wash your feet. So they have opened a foot spa in Japan where Pokemon wash your feet. So yeah, definitely not beating the allegations that that I work at the Pokemon company on this game. So yeah, clearly they made this for me. But do you want to see something scary? That's good. That's good news. That's, you know, really good news. But if you want to see something scary, look at this. So normally I show off Japanese tier lists. This is our tier list. In Japan, Dragapult is, you know, a quarter to a third of the meta. Here it's half. Literally half. Half of the meta is Dragapult, and that is insane. And Crustle is number 2. I told you. I made the title of my video. Crustle is really good on your feet. And that feet bath is real. They know. They know. And yes, I also commented on the video that Moist Critical played Pokemon TCG Live. Perfectly fitting that the first game, his opponent probably got the disconnect glitch. And that's why I can't be too excited about, you know, like Disguised Toast, I think, played PTCGL last year. Moist Critical played it this year, but I can't get too excited about bigger creators playing it. Because literally the first game that Moist Critical played, his opponent probably got the disconnect glitch. And like that's just why I can't get excited, is the game is so terrible. People are like, oh, well, now that bigger creators are getting into it, maybe they'll start putting money into the game. Shouldn't they care about the people who, you know, play the game? Shouldn't they care about the people who support them and spend the money and, you know, don't just dip a toe in after 4 years, the people who suffered? No, if they actually cared about PTCGL, you know, Moist Critical, Disguised Toast, PewDiePie, what any other creator you can think of, no one's going to get them to put money into this game. It's wishful thinking, but no, because it's so bad. I haven't played Dispatch yet, so no spoilers. But yeah, there's the meta. Let's just jump in with Lapras. I got a dugong list. I don't know I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, Cassiope on me. And Owen, what do you mean they cheated with Dragapult? Was the cheat that they played Dragapult? Or did they put something in their lap? Did they put something in their Lapras? And Grafai EX? No Grafai EX. That's the worst card ever printed. But welcome in, everybody. So this is probably the last stream before Chaos Rising next Thursday. Ooh, hello. Wow, this is an unplayable hand. Totally unplayable hand. All right, well, they started their Iron Leaves. Zangoose, sure, we can play. You want me to play Zangoose? I'll play Zangoose. You know, your Zangoose is cooked. And Jay Fewer, I don't go onto the furry section of Reddit, unlike you. So no, I don't see that kind of stuff. All right, so there's Poké Pad, which I guess I used to go get a seal. I guess we seal the deal here. I guess we seal the deal. We seal the deal. Yeah, again, I didn't do any testing. Well, what's with the thumbs down? What do you mean thumbs down? I'm playing a stupid Lapras EX deck that's got nothing going on, and you're giving me a thumbs down? Okay, well, there's Turtle Man. Let's get these guys going. And, I mean, I guess I put the Turtonator down in case I get a switch or something. Yeah, they definitely want to Cassiopeia on me with a Meowth. And never don't. What do you mean? Do you remember what Lapras does? Never gonna let me down. Do you even know what Lapras does? You're the one who begged me for a Lapras deck for the longest time, and it seems like you don't know what it does. You tuned in for Lapras, not a wall control deck. What do you think Lapras's whole gimmick is? The whole gimmick is that you put somebody into the active. That's it. That's the whole thing. It does nothing else. There's no other purpose in life to this card other than being annoying. Yeah, exactly. But you have to switch. It's not a choice. It's not you may switch this with one of your bench Pokemon. It's you have to switch this with one of your bench Pokemon. So I could do the fun strategy of, oh, they're gonna put a Latias down. I could do the fun strategy. Oh, what the hell are we facing? What the hell is happening? All right, well, we're about to lose an Iron Leaves. Hey, there's a Mega Kangaskhan. I'm sure that won't screw us over at any point. So I'll put that down, and then I go end turn. Maybe we'll draw a playable card. Fun fact, I play, I think, 16 energy. We're 20 cards deep, and I haven't seen a single energy, and we play 16 of them. All right, well, they're going to knock out the Thorns. They're going to get super thorny. I'm not playing a wall deck. I'm playing a Lapras deck. It's just I haven't drawn a Lapras or an Energy or a Lilies. There we go. See, there's all the cards I needed. What the hell are we facing? Can somebody please tell me what we are facing right now? Because I have no freaking clue. And I also don't have I can't have a Terra in play. So yeah, I just thought, who can we put up front that's semi-decent? And it's like, oh, Iron Thorns shuts off things. Iron Thorns can attack. But the fact that I haven't been able to attach a single energy this entire game is wild. All right, there we go. So let's go. Oh yeah, Sylveon can get the thing. Let's go Latias down. I'm not going to be able to attach any energy. All right, well, we got Terapagos, which is a playable card. Ooh, Naveen's pretty good. Okay, so let's go and get... I mean, I guess I just play with my balls here. So we go, get rid of that. Get rid of Kangaskhan. I'm going to go for Lapras. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. I'm going to be able to do 30 damage. Which I guess I don't want to do. I was going to say I'm going to do 30 damage, but I guess I don't want to do that because that just makes their monkeys stronger. But you know what? Who cares? Who cares, right? Who cares when you can do a hot 30? We're doing a hot 30 here, everybody. Hot 30 damage. And I'm going to send up the Turtonator because I want the Turtonator to get knocked out. Yeah, so I think maybe I'll cut the Iron Thorns and just go for more consistency because... You know, I can't use Meowth if I start this. I can't retreat it because it shuts off Latias's ability. So I think even though I had the right idea of going, you know, Lightning, I have Prism 2 Water, it can preserve energy. I can use, you know, Powerglass and stuff. You know, maybe we just don't do that. You know, maybe we don't do that. Maybe that's something we don't do. Owen, kind of seems like the teacher didn't confiscate your phone. Okay, well, I mean, I still kind of have something. I still have no idea. Grabulon, Cassiopeia is clearly a woman. All right, so I only need 12 energy. I only need 12 energy. That's it. I just need 12 energy in play and I can one-shot this Iron Leaves. Very easy stuff. Very simple. The easiest thing anyone's ever done. All right, so let's go play with our balls. Get rid of that and that. And then I'll Naveen away somebody we don't need, which I guess is another Latinas. So we'll get rid of that, that, and that. Guess I probably could have got rid of the Terapagos as well, but hey, who cares? Who's keeping score of wins and losses today? So we go retreat into this guy. We go Hydro Turn. What are they going to do? Fully heal and then screw me over completely? I'd like to see them try. Yeah, this is really sad. I'm honestly just going to put the Kangaskhan up front. I'm just going to put the Kangaskhan up front and try to win that way. That seems like the better idea. But I don't think I could have had a worse start against a worse matchup than a Quad Monkey Dory in a deck where I have nothing going right. Like, even though we're at the bottom of the 1400s, there really wasn't a worse matchup I could have encountered here. This one is Glass Trumpet, so naturally I don't have a Terapagos or anything remotely viable on the field. So naturally, nothing's going right. Okay, so I guess I just... Oh, they're retreating. Why are they retreating? Did they attack last? They didn't attack last turn, so they didn't need to retreat. They must have a switch and they're hoping for a bosses or something. All right, well, let's put the Lapras. Oh, that was wild. All right, so I just basically get a free turn. Right? I just basically get a free turn of doing whatever the hell I want. But they're also just chewing the butt of this Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan's butt's getting chewed today. Okay, so that's going to go there. That's going to go there. And then, I mean, I can hit them for 140, but the problem is that Lapras just kind of gets its butt sucked, right? Yeah, so I guess I retreat into the Sylveon and then go end turn. But remember, I did 0 testing, so I didn't know like the pitfalls and the issues this deck can experience. Like I could obviously make educated guesses, but I think, you know, Turtonator's not very good. I think honestly just Sylveon, right? Just cut out the Turtonator, cut out the Iron Thorns, go for a 2-2 Sylveon. You know, just hopefully tank with this guy. Because remember, we don't have Counter Catcher in format anymore. So sending somebody up front to take a hit isn't the worst thing ever. Oh, they've made a terrible error here. All right, so I'm just going to put, I think, just more energy on the Lapras and end turn. Just super fun game, right? Super interesting, fun game. But, so I posted the new decks video yesterday. I did make a couple of mistakes in it because, you know, I'm rushing to get these videos out because time has not been kind to me. All right, well, let's put one on this guy, I guess. But yeah, I think the biggest mistake I made was after they hit you with a Badoo on the Gourgeist, you can Strange Timepiece the Gourgeist, and it's like, no, you're item locked, pilot. But just little things slip through my butt cracks a lot when I'm trying to rush out a video. Miles, there you go. So yeah, just little things like that slip through the butt cracks. But you know, we're danger close, right? We're danger close to the set. It's 9 days away. Okay. They got the knockout on the Kangaskhan, but that's fine because I'm going to lose. That's great because I'm going to lose. As long as they don't have, you know, a boss's kilometers, thank you. 20 months. A life well wasted, right? A life perfectly wasted. Okay, so all I need is 11 energy on this Lapras to knock out the Kangaskhan. So simple, so easy. It's the easiest thing anyone's ever done is put 11 energy on this Lapras. All right, let's go Glass Trumpet, put 1 on the Terapagos. And then, yeah, I'll Prism Energy that guy. I guess just... I mean, there's not a whole... I can't hit into them. They have a freaking Quad Monkey Dory. They have Quad Monkey Dory set up. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do against Quad Monkey Dory? I can't even use Crown Opal because that's just going to lose me the game. They have an Iron Leaves with 350 hit points, a Kangaskhan with 330. If I'd known how this game was going to go, I would have played it very differently. But yeah, clearly Sylveon is the MVP. Turtonator, I mean, Turtonator just discards one card. Well, Quad Monkey BDIF against Lapras, yeah. So they have game next turn if I can't affect their hand or if I can't knock out the Kangaskhan. And I don't think I can do anything to the Kangaskhan because, again, I need 11 energy and I have 7 in play. So the only way I could do it is if I get, I think, Naveen. And then if I Naveen, like, there's a chance, right? If I go Lilies into, and I can play with my balls a bunch of times and I get some glass trumpets, then maybe. But this is 30 times the number of water energy attached to this Pokemon. Like, I'm okay two-shotting things, but not when they have freaking Quad Monkey Dory. All right, well, that's not going to do it, so... I mean, I know they have bosses, so let's just attack, right? Let's just attack and, you know, feel better about ourselves, right? Let's just see how much we could have done, right? We would have done... We would have done, come on, PDCGL, we would have done what, 240? That's terrible. Add a waitress? I never hit waitresses. I only hit on waitresses. All right, well, we're 0-1. I can't remember what my ranking was. I think it was like 1430 or something, so I won't change it. Okay, they're using Adrenabrain when they have game. All right, but yeah, so... Yeah. Oh, wow. The jiggle physics are working hard there. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yep. So this hasn't been fixed either. I thought this had been fixed a long time ago, but no, this glitch has never been fixed because PDCGL is a well-made game and the dev clearly cares about it. All right. So let's just get rid of Turtonator. Let's get rid of Iron Thorns. We have Latinas. Let's go. I mean, should I add I guess I should technically add a Powerglass. So I can put it on somebody, and then we got 2 Naveen. I love how you can't tell what's wrong with your deck now, is they screwed up the deck builder so much you can't even tell what's wrong with your deck anymore. All right, so let's go to 1, 2, 3. I have a Legacy. I got Glass Trumpet, Powerglass. We have a 3-2. We have Lapras. I have 2 Night Stretcher. The problem is that just like Terapagos is better. Kangaskhan is better, but I'm not going to use Crown Opal, okay? Well, then I'd have to add Area 0, and this deck's already running low. Right, this deck's already really low, and like, you're asking me to make a deck better that is never going to be good. Right, you're asking, hey, Pilot, can you build, you should add better cards to your Lapras deck. I'm playing a Lapras deck. I appreciate the, that was too busy playing Lorcana. I appreciate it, Manderson. But you're trying to, you're trying to polish a turd, as the kids would say. Found Clam Burglar's alt. We found Clam Burglar's Sam Altman. And if you did watch the top 6, well, I mean, I use different titles, but the top 6 new Chaos Rising decks, there's literally 2. So I had to change my strategy, and I'm just like, okay, I'll do Greninja, I'll do Beedrill, and then I'll just do other random stuff. And Cow, there you go. Well, wouldn't you know it, I'm playing this. No, it has 2. It has 2 good new decks, and then I just added 4 more to fill out the runtime. And then the old decks video is going to hopefully be under 20 minutes because I hate it when I last longer than 20 minutes. Yeah, it barely has, that is true. It barely has 6 cards. And yes, I understand that Prism Energy also allows me to one-shot Lucario with the thingy thing, but we're not doing that, okay? Ooh, hello, okay. So I think I just go for Seal. I want to seal the deal here. And then seal down I attach to the seal. We go Air Balloon on this guy. The problem is I don't want to go double Terapagos. That seems like a bad idea. So I'm just going to go end turn. I know it's like, oh, you should probably go double Terapagos to get the double Glass Trumpet. But what I want to do is I want to accelerate to Terapagos and Mega Kangaskhan and then Glass Trumpet to both of those. And, oh, wait, what am I doing? Don't trust your pilot. You shouldn't have done that. You just reminded me. What the hell am I doing streaming Lapras? I'm not over 100 subs. Oh, well, there you go. Looks like the stream is going to end and I'm going to have to switch to a different deck because I'm under 100 subs. I said I will play Lapras if I'm over 100 subs. So it looks like I have to stop unless I get 3 more subs in the next however long this game takes. Malibu Man. I mean, Gourgeist is fine, right? Gourgeist can one-shot a Dragapult for 1 energy. And that's totally fine. I have no issues with that. What I have issues with is that there's just 6 or 7 better Psychic types. Okay. Huh. Never let me down. It's not my fault the YouTube audience takes precedence. All right, this would be a great thing if I didn't have a terrible matchup here. This is not an auto loss, but it's not an auto win. And Oreo, damn straight. Well, I mean, you're wrong about one thing, but yeah, damn straight. Also, I can't do the thing. So I think I just want to retreat into Latinas. I think I retreat into the Latinas and then go Powerglass the Latias. I'm going to, yeah, put the energy on the Lapras. I put 1 of each there. And then I go end turn. I think that's the strat here. Grabulon, damn straight. All right, so yeah, they're probably going to knock out the Latias. But it was just like, hey, what if they don't, right? What if they don't? Well, they're definitely going to. What if they don't? Well, they're definitely going to. And don't trust your pilot. I said that at the start of the year, and I got so much hate for it. And then it's just like a few months later, it's like I can't even fill out a top 10 best cards list for the new set. Yeah, the amount of hate that I received for that was hilarious because it's like, no, I'm right. So they used Mega Brave, right? They did use Mega Brave. Yeah, they used Mega Brave. Okay, so we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything is awesome. I want to play with my balls, get rid of that, and I guess the Lapras. We need to get the Dewgong. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Wow, this is terrible. All right, so that's going to go down. I think I want to have another Eevee. And then, yeah, we go there. And then I attach, I guess I Legacy Energy the Lapras. We retreat. And then I bang the gong. Yeah, you can fill out a top 10 list if you skip past all the cards. All right, so let's go Hydro turn. I want to go into the Eevee because we want to sacrifice the Eevee. Yeah, Incineroaring, that was my favorite response, was like, oh, but smaller sets means less bulk. No, no, that's not what it means. It means the percentage of bulk is actually higher with the smaller sets that we're getting, which is insane to say out loud. Oh, wow. Okay, so I just made a huge... Well, I guess I didn't make a huge mistake, but I did make a mistake. But I do have Sylveon. We can retreat the Sylveon. I have Glass Trumpet. I'm just obviously not in a great spot here. Jose, but no, people said, oh, a smaller sets meant that means they're going to cut out all the bulk. They're going to cut the fat off the boner of this thing. It's like, no. The Pokemon Company has shown for several years that they don't quite care about us and they don't make every card playable. So why would you think smaller sets is a good thing? And they're just like, oh, well, but it definitely is, right? Smaller sets is good. Smaller sets is better for the game, right? Definitely, right? No. I said this at the start of the year before rotation. Nobody believed me. All right, well, I guess I just go retreat and hydro turn, and I mean, if they have a bosses, they win the game. But if I can just discard a couple energy and then Carmine into something good, we might have a chance. Yeah, it's just so funny that people were like, oh, but smaller sets means less bulk. Smaller sets means less bulk, right? No, never. Never, ever, ever. But people were just too in denial. You know, what were they in Egypt? They were in denial. Yeah, that's what it used to be. So for every year up until this year, you know, for the past 25 years, English sets were made up of 2 Japanese sets plus a little bit extra. Now it's just 1-to-1 with, you know, a gym promo or 2 thrown in. Ryusham, in 2026, it's about neither. You know, Pitch Black does seem like it's going to be the best set of 2026, but that's not saying much, right? That's not saying like, oh, the set is good. That's not saying a whole lot. All right, so they're just gonna get the bosses, knockout on my Terapagos or my Kangaskhan. I mean, what I can do is I can boss trap the Zygarde, but I still don't understand. Oh my god, I still don't understand how this thing can have a 2 retreat cost, right? How does the Zygarde have a 2 retreat cost in this day and age? All right, so let's go. Boss is the Zygarde. And then, yeah, we'll do that. We'll Poké Pad for this guy. I think I just attach, hard retreat, and then probably just surf, right? Well, no, because what if they get it like that? And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about is we will literally know every single card in Pitch Black on Friday. So I'll have the video up on Saturday just because, you know, I like to baste my keyboard before I, you know, blow my load. So I usually do the video on Saturday for the full set list preview, but we will know all 84 cards inside Pitch Black on Saturday. And Malibu Man, what would Claydol do in this matchup against the Mega Zygarde? That's the problem. That's the problem, is how does Claydol help against, you know, Mega Zygarde? But I do have ideas for Claydol. There's literally, I think, 6 road decks in perfect order, so I get to make a video about all of them. You know, normally in a normal set, I have to like pick and choose, like, oh, you know, I have to stress my brain. What are the top 6 road decks or top 5 road decks? I got to pick the right ones and feature them in my video. And now it's just like, there's 6. You don't have to stress. There's 6. It's Delphox, Metagross, Avalugg, Ampharos, Chestnut, and Claydol. That's it. There's no other road decks. All right, well, let's go. Latina's down. I will Carmine. And then Glass Trumpet to each of these guys. I have Air Balloon on you. All right, then let's go retreat into Lapras. So, I mean, obviously, if they just have a bosses, the game is over. But if they don't have a bosses, I win the game. Yeah, okay, so we'll end it there, and then I go Hydro Turn into the Sylveon, I guess. Never gonna let me down. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised the order which I do it. In an order that might surprise you. And Incineroar, that video where I called it, you know, Pitch Black is the best set of 2026. That's one of my most popular videos, like in the first few days of the year. Because it's actually really, really good. Right? Ghost Veil seems really strong. You know, I know it has its weaknesses that I pointed out in the video, but it still seems like a really good, you know, top tier road deck. I don't know what's taking so long. You either have the bosses or you don't. There you go. Yeah, I was like, you either have the bosses or you don't. There's no question here. But now we're going to let me down. Let's just say... Oh, I should have put the Legacy Energy on the Kangaskhan, but then they would have just gusted the Lapras and knocked it out, and then I would have lost all my energy. Ryusham, wrong set. Wrong set. That's Pitch Black. All right, well, I didn't get to 100 subs, so I guess I have to, you know, stop playing Lapras. I'm sorry. The rules were simple. But no, let's play this one. I have terrible feelings about this. And ABC, well, I got some bad news for you. ABC, I got some real bad news for you. If you want to, I love how you can't see the toes. I got some bad news for you. If you want to play Testicle Festival in a Pitch Black world, you gotta run Rabska and you gotta hope they can't knock out your Rellor. Because if they knock out your Rellor against the Ghost Veil deck, you're just completely screwed. Okay, I want to go first. I want to start Volbeat and Energy. We started Lapras and Energy, which I guess is fine, but like I don't have a way of... Okay, wow, we're gonna lose already. I mean, I think I attach that one and then go end turn. And Loose Stools, what's my highest rank? PDCGL doesn't track that. If PDCGL tracked that, I could tell you, but I think it's probably like 1600. You know, because whenever I get onto a winning streak, I'm always like, oh crap, I'm playing a deck that's too good. So then I switch to bad versions of decks and I do bad decks. So if I was actually trying to be good, obviously I'd get over 2000 because I am him. But, you know, it always happens where I'm like, okay, I got to play a good deck. Oh no, I went on a 10-game winning streak. I got to play a bad deck now. And that's just really all I do. Am I seriously gonna knock out a Torchic? Okay, this is good. Because I can knock out the Badoo with Hydro Turn. But I'm supposed to start the other Lapras EX right now. And Loose Stools, if only there was another game that existed that did that. If only there was another game that existed at some point in time that featured the Pokemon trading card game where you could track certain things like that. If only. If only such a thing had existed at some point. But I can't think of any. Nothing comes to mind about a game where you could track how you were doing against other people. That would just be, that'd be strange, wouldn't it? That'd be strange like a doctor. You know, that would just be, that'd be too much work. You know, I couldn't imagine anyone who could develop this type of game being able to put in that much work. I'm being sarcastic because PDCGO had it. Why didn't I attach? Because this is a Lapras EX version of the deck. This is a Lapras EX version of the deck, not a Lapras EX version of the deck. So I play Lapras EX and Lapras EX. So I need to save the Prism energy for Lapras EX so I can build up my other Lapras EX. It's very simple. It's very simple, ABC. It's easy as ABC 1, 2, 3. And it's in a row. Yeah, PDCGO doesn't exist. Yeah, it'd be a real dire day when they add something like that. The water, because I'm an idiot. That's why. Yeah, Dr. Dactyl, it all makes sense now. Yes, it's just too difficult to do basic things that a game from 2010 had. I think it was 2011, but 2010 just is easier for people to do the math on. But it's so insane that a game that released in 2010 has more features. Like, we don't have leaderboards, we don't have anything. PDCGO had leaderboards, you know, other things. What are some other things PDCGO had? And Loose Stools, oh my god. And they got the Meowth. Well, that's because Pocket makes the money, Live doesn't. So it's like, I think, did I include that? Because when you click on my channel and you're not subbed, the first video that pops up is PDCGL versus TCG Pocket. What's the difference? I can't remember if I did the thing. Yeah, trading in a trading card game. Yeah, Grubulon, you could do in-game tournaments. So PDCGO had leaderboards, in-game tournaments. You know, obviously trading, which was bad. Trading, which was bad. And yeah, the stream cannot end until Trust Your Pilot wins with this deck. And yeah, thank you to tournaments and all the stuff. And yeah, loose stools. Yep, I had to do the thing. I had to show them who's boss. TCG Pocket is actually a game that people care about at the Pokemon Company. I don't know, like, are they reading Turtonator and seeing like, oh, if I hit into the Turtonator, do I lose anything? I can't believe I'm literally at the bottom of the 1400s and we're still facing Dragapult. Isn't that wild? Still facing Dragapult even in the oh, crap. I can't put the Eevee down, so that's not good. But let's go Terra Lapras. Terra Lapras into play. Sparkling Crystal. I guess I attach to you and then Lilies. Wow, that was terrible. Thank you, PDCGL. And then, yeah, we go into Turtle Man and see what happens. And Jose, you're already late. You're 2000 and late. Trust Your Pilot already has it all loaded up and cocked and loaded and ready to go. Yeah, Dragapult is a 45% meta share. Very healthy meta. Super healthy meta. It's almost like removing 1,000 cards and replacing them with 80 cards creates an imbalance when you have a super powerful deck with built-in card draw. It's almost like the Pokemon Company doesn't understand their own game. Right? It's like, oh, what are we supposed to do? Our hands are tied. Winds and Waves isn't coming out till 2027. We're not responsible for making sure the game is fair and balanced for everybody. That's not our job. That's literally your job. Oh, man. Yeah, just, I told you at the start of the year, 2026 is going to be the roughest. Oh, God. It's going to be the roughest year for the TCG. And I was not being hyperbolic like a time machine. And loose stools, I've been an unpaid beta tester for over 4 years at this point. And I imagine the developers are also unpaid, considering what the game looks like. Ooh, that's good. Okay, so they're going to knock this guy out. I will... Actually, no, they're going to take 3 prizes. Yeah, they have a knockout on the Turtonator and the Lapras. But we're going to use Larimar Rain this turn, guaranteed. Crap. That's not a guaranteed Larimar Rain. I'm still going to Lilies. And... Okay, we got it. Great. This is terrible, but it's also great. And then I'll go and get the Eevee. Watch me get 2. 20 cards and I'll get 2. Oh, wow. If only this had worked out slightly differently. If only this had worked out slightly differently, we would have had it. We would have had it all rolling in the deep. Because now I'm just an energy attachment away from knocking out a Dragapult. So I think if we were facing like a slightly slower deck that didn't just get Rare Candy Dragapult Crispin turn 2 or 3 or whatever, I would have stood a chance. But this Turtonator is going to cost me the game. So yeah, I guess we just cut the Turtonator. Right? Again, just Turtonator is just too much of a problem. We just go Lapras, and that's it. Cut the Fez. Have some Latinas here. Go for the Meowth. So yeah, we'll cut the Turtonator. Still have some Latinas. I'll have Meowth because Larimar Rain's not the easiest thing in the world to launch. It is kind of a heart of the card situation here. Loose stools, it's a joke, right? It's a joke that I've been an unpaid beta tester in that their game is so terrible and I've reported all the bugs and I haven't been paid for it. And kilometers, I've been trying so hard to make a deck that has Furfrou that makes sense, but Furfrou just never materialized. And now with special red card coming out, Furfrou just doesn't matter. It's like, what's the point of Furfrou when red card's coming out? And Lena, welcome in. You should be appreciative of what I'm doing, because I'm not currently at, oh god. I am not currently at 100 subs and I'm still playing Lapras. And never to let me down? Well, I feel like that's just a skill issue. Alright, there's a bosses, but I can't use it. So, yeah, we'll just put the Eevee down. There's all those things. I mean, I have to take the KO and then lose the game. Seems like a great strategy. I have to take the knockout and then lose the game. Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna, maybe they'll try to attack with a combustion and flip 2 tails. Never press 1 if I should unmod Clam Burglar, so Never Gonna Let Me Down can time out Clam Burglar for that terrible joke. So press 1 to unmod Clam Burglar, press 2 to keep Clam Burglar modded, because that was actually a good joke. And if you type 2 more than once, you're unmodded. Okay, well, yeah, there you go. I see Clam Burglar, I Like Cow has taken you over. Yeah, exactly. They added toes. They zoomed the camera out, but then you can't see the toes because it's just not fair. And oh, Clam Burglar, you've been outvoted. You've been outvoted, Clam Burglar. I'm sorry to say, Never Gonna Let You Down. Your moment has arrived. There you go. Clam Burglar has been timed out. And we're about to enter the 1300s. All right, so I refuse to enter the 1300s. We gotta make the best list we've ever had. The best list in the history of PTCGL is coming right up. I guess I want to have like an energy switch or something. Why do I want? Oh no, I need to have Prism Energy. That is for sure. We got Poké Pads. We got those things. I guess I don't really want that in there, so I have 2 slots. I think Energy Switch should be one of them. Or I guess N's Plan. Right, N's Plan should be one of them. And then, you know, I have Volbeat, I have Tatsugiri, I have 2 Air Balloon. You know, we got 20 energy. What else can I do? There's nothing else I can do, right? The deck is set. I could put a Powerglass on somebody. I mean, I guess I put a Powerglass in here just in case. Cello, Anthony Carmelo. And don't worry, Clam Burglar, you're back. You have come again. And Loose Stools, you watched the video. You know I've been playing this for over 4 years. You know I'm a degenerate. You know I've wasted all my life playing this game. And Jose, it was the meme, right? You're not even subbed, Jose. I'm very disappointed in you. You know, you're the reason we're not at 100. Oh, hello. Is this the perfect start? I mean, we're going to lose an N's Plan, but this is literally the perfect start. Oh, no. Perfect start, and then we're facing Honchkrow, which is a terrible matchup. Because my Sylveon is like the only way that we don't lose. Oh, no, never mind. We still have a chance. Okay, wow, I got, like, everything here. This is crazy. Okay, then we go Prism Energy. I don't want to use Crispin. I don't want to use anything, because we just have the Larimar Rain. We have the Larimar Rain. And Loose Stools, that's a terrible idea. You should never do that. John, thank you for the gifted sub. We're 1 away from 100, so if anybody has a hidden you know, Prime sub that they haven't used this month, you can get us to triple digits. You know, remember, that is my age limit. So we're currently at my age limit for women. But if we get to triple digits, maybe I'll entertain the idea of going to 100. Oreo, I would guess either Delmise or Relicanth. But I would guess Delmise would be my first guess because, you know, it has to do with ships and, you know, we did just get the Ghost Veil. I know you watched my video, so we got the Ghost Veil reveal. And Mikey, see, I knew I could masterfully bait you. I masterfully baited Mikey. So thank you, Mikey. Like, you know, your name is Mikey Oh No. What about Mikey Oh Yeah? Like the Entourage theme song. Oh, it's Jellicent. I thought you were going for like a theme here with, you know, Ghost Veil Delmise was just revealed. So, hey, what if I did a Delmise one? I overthunk myself. I could also just knock out the Tarantula, but you know, when life gives you lemons, punch them in the balls. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can win this one. We do survive. Mikey. Lara Del Rey. And that's the Temu version of Lana Del Rey. Damn autocorrect. Did they just use takedown? Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Don't give me an energy. Son of a butt face. All right, here we go. Oh, right. Oh, crap, I screwed up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Trust your pilot only slightly screwed up. I got distracted. It's okay. This was all part of my plan to thin energy out of the deck ahead of an attack that takes all my energy out of the deck. Oh, my God. All right, well, the good news is we were going to lose this game anyway. The better news is that, yeah, we're so screwed right now. I screwed that one up. I guess I could have used N's plan. Yeah, 20 energy in the deck, and we only hit 4, but I did have, what, 3 in the hand and 3 in play? So what are the odds of me hitting an actual energy? They're nothing. Fun fact, I can knock this out. Because they use takedown and put 10 damage on themselves, I can use Power Splash to knock them out. And Eevee, welcome in. I am playing Eevee in some of my decks today, but of course, I'm facing my worst possible matchup ever. So I don't think I can win this matchup, right? Because the person I'm supposed to switch into is Sylveon. Oh no! They can use Larimar Rain against me. They can copy Larimar Rain and just accelerate all of their energy because it doesn't specify basic energy. God, I love how you can't read these cards. It doesn't specify basic energy, so they can put all their Team Rocket's energy into play as well. Which is great. And also they're doing 180 damage for no effort. Please tell me you got the Brave Bangle. Just put me out of my misery. Okay, well, they already used Ariana, so I think that means they don't got it like that. But I'm in a situation where I have to Carmine here, and that's really bad. But I mean, the fact that I got the turn 2 Larimar Rain is pretty cool. The fact that I only got 4 energy is pretty sad. Okay, that's good. Let's go. I guess I just take the knockout even though I don't really want to. So let's Carmine, and then there's a Poffin. We shall Poffin for the Eevee, and that's it. Well, no, I'm taking the knockout now, right? I think I have to. As much as I want to, you know, Larimar Rain and do the thing, I don't think it's possible. Hey, never gonna let me down. You might be right. That was one out of 5 prizes energy, so you could end up being right here. And for those of you who weren't here earlier, this is probably my last stream for the next 9 days because Chaos Rising is out a week Thursday. I still have so many videos to make. I might make a video about Expanded because if you didn't see it, there was an Expanded tournament in Japan over the weekend. And Reggie Drago was not in the top 8. I think it was Shadow Rider was number 1. And there's probably a control deck in there. But yeah, Reggie Drago was in the top 16 quite a bit. But in the top 8, there was no Reggie Drago, which is kind of crazy. And just doing it, yeah, I know. So like, I might want to do that. I might want to do an expanded video. I know on a couple other videos I want to make. Thursday is the free decks reveal. I still have to do road decks. I still have to do old decks with new cards. That's tomorrow. Yeah, but the fact that it didn't go crazy is crazy. And Eevee, it never is. It never is. Well, I don't know if the rules are the same. And kilometers, you can just rewatch my 30 rant videos up to this point. But I don't know if the rules for expanded tournaments in Japan are the same. But at least for standard, when you go into day 2, you can change your deck in day 2. So what probably happened, is that people played Reggie Drago day 1 and were like, okay, well, day 2, I'm going to game the system. And what I'm going to decide to do is I'm going to switch to something that beats Reggie Drago, which is probably why Shadow Rider won. That would just be my guess, is that, you know, it's something that beats Reggie Drago 1 because you can switch your decks. I don't know if that works with expanded as well, because I know in standard you can do that. I'm just assuming. I'm just assuming that's the case. But this is wild that, you know, I get a turn 1 Larimar Rain, and doesn't matter how many energy I got, but I'm facing a straight single prize deck. Right? If I'd been facing the Mewtwo build, maybe. Manderson, that is way before my time if that was ever a thing. All right, well, there's Lapras. I guess I need to start attaching to the Lapras because that's who's going to be my attacker. All right, so, hang on. All right, I mean, the Lapras EX does survive. So I guess I go Hydro turn because the Lapras EX will survive a Brave Bangled Spidops and then they can't clean it up with a Sneasel. Right, so my thinking is they can't knock out the Lapras EX in the active, and then they can't use Sneasel to snipe it on the bench, because it's a Terra. So yes, I understand it's a terrible idea, but And just doing it, I mean, yeah, that's an idea with Glaceon, but, you know, I'm thinking I'll just play it with Absol if I play, but I have plans. I have plans. But, you know, it's like Glaceon or Absol. There's a few other things you could try. All right, well, Spring Mask will be fine. But I can tell you right now, I will not be playing Greninja day 1 of Chaos Rising. And I might not do it day 2 or day 3 either. Spiciness right there. That's true spice. You know, if I was a Spice Girl, I'd be True Spice. Well, actually, I guess I'd be Old Spice, but whatever. And Never Let Me Down. Yeah, but a lot of people don't know that. Not everyone is here 24/7 because they made a deal with the devil. Okay, so they are playing the Mewtwo build, and I can't one-shot that thing. The vacation's not till the end of July, so you don't have to worry about that. I just have to focus on so many YouTube videos, and the reason I'm not going for other things right now is like the reason I'm not playing more stream. How are they 7 minutes lower than me? Yeah, the reason I'm not, doing more streams is A, time, and B, the entire landscape of Standard is changing next Thursday. Special Red Card is one of the biggest changes that we're ever going to experience from just one item card. Right? Like, name an item card that has had this much impact on the game. And the last time you're like, oh, Reset Stamp. Reset Stamp was the last one. Did they just announce a new game mode for TCG Live? Oh my god. Oh my god. They just announced a a pre-release format is coming to PTCGL. Oh god. Bad things, bad touch. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. I probably should have been paying attention. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, let's go Eevee. All right, sorry. I'm getting the tweet. Something I've been asking for since launch over 4 years ago. And I can't believe it's here. Unfortunately, the game is still broken, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So, yeah, this is pre-release format. So I'll just bundle this into my free decks video. But they finally care about PDC. Shiny Ray, I might have to not do my rant video. I don't know if I can make my rant video anymore that I was going to make. Oh, this is so amazing. And it's like, it's actually a full format. Yeah, I just pre-released in my pants. All right, so let's get this up here. Let's go PDCGL pre-release. Let's get it up on screen because this game is taking literally forever and they're not doing anything. So here we go. So it's a full pre-release format. You get a pre-made deck, 4 booster packs, and then you do 5 battles, each with 4 prize cards to earn rewards. Once run has been completed, you'll be able to collect a reward pool containing all your rewards. Wow, this is like an actual they actually put work into this. Oh god, they're adding a new currency. Oh no, they're adding a new currency. Oh no, there's a new currency, everybody. I got some bad news. They're adding a new currency. Everyone panic. Wow, this is... Okay, the rewards kind of suck. Admittedly, the rewards kind of suck, but hey, I'm excited all the same. All right, well, let's go Sylveon, and then... Yeah, more in-game currencies. Don't you love it? And then we go, yeah, flip the script. I do need a ton of energy to knock out the thing, though, right? So I need to go into this guy. I need to attach to you. And then I think here I just Meowth for... I don't think I play Judge. I think I play like Naveen or something, right? Yeah, I'll play Lilies. Yeah, we're getting another in-game currency, everybody. I'm sorry. And yeah, there's no way I can win just because that Larimar rain was so bad. All right, let me get this going. So let's get the image. Where's the image? Yeah, so you do 5 battles, you build your deck. This is, why are they launching it on the same day as a new set though? That is a terrible idea. Why would you launch it on the same day as a new set? The new set's already gonna have enough problems. Wait, did they use like a dev screenshot? What is that in the bottom right? Oh, development build. Yeah, so they shouldn't have put that screenshot that says development build. I cropped it out just in case it was like an accidental foot pick. All right, so PDCGL pre-release 2. And yes, there's going to be a brand new currency, everybody. Aren't you excited? Aren't you excited? They took away a currency. We're going to get a currency. The rewards kind of suck. Okay, so they're going to be doing, they're going to do like a full schedule for build and battle. So it's going to start with Chaos Rising. And then go to Destined Rivals, then Twilight Master Raid, then Perfect Order. So they're going crazy. This is wild. Everything is forgiven. Everything is forgiven to the PDCGL. That I forgive everything. I forgive everything they've ever done to me. I also currently still don't have a single win with this crazy deck. This is everything I've ever wanted. Everything I've ever wanted. But now this screws everything up. Right? This screws everything up because now I don't know what to do because I want to do a build and battle, but I can't. All right, well, we got Mega Audino. Yeah, I'll lose 20 games with this deck if it means we get build and battle. But it's just now it screws up my entire schedule. Okay, so this is good. It looks like I'm just facing the typical crap deck. Let's go Poffin. Let me see what we got. Let's go. Sorry, I'm just looking through the deck. I know you can't see it, but that's just what I'm doing. All right, so I don't have quite what I need, so I think we go done and end turn. But the thing is I don't know. I can only stream for 3 hours because I can only keep it up for 3 hours. But like, maybe I don't know. Yeah, let's get the rewards. So this is huge, right? This is absolutely huge. I don't think I'll have time to make it its own video. I'll probably just end up rolling it into where. Oh, did I forget to say? I think I forgot to save it. My bad. Let me just quickly beat them off here. I'm gonna Meowth for a Lillies because they got nothing. They got nothing going on. They got absolutely nothing going on. I've already won this game. They're already embarrassed. I'm gonna get a handful of energy. I somehow did not get a handful of energy, and that's kind of crazy. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I still had that there. All right, let's sure, let's load up everybody. Why not? No way. Did I just get 6 energy into play? Did Trust Your Pilot just get... Oh, it's only 4. Never mind. Did I just get 6 energy into play? No, you got 4. And my computer did not like me clicking around some things, so I have to retake that screenshot. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. right, so PDCGL pre-release. This is insane. Also, why are they announcing it on like a random Tuesday? That is very strange. All right, so we go Lively Stadium again, and then I play with my balls. I get rid of Fluttermane and Turtonator. We go for Charbok. We get the Charbok, and then they can't win because they suck. They can suck my butt. Hey, what's that? My butt needs a sucking, and you can help with that? Oh, that's so cool. And I can't knock out the Meganium, which is unfortunate, but they can't put anybody into play. Because if you don't recall, Team Rocket's Arbok prevents them from putting anyone with an ability into play. So our first win is going to be against Hydrapple, of all things. And Grabulon, don't jinx this. Don't jinx this by bringing up something that's likely to happen. Yeah, the fact that they're launching this at the same time as a new set is a terrible idea. There's an unfair stamp. But yeah, the rewards aren't great. Like, you get, so if you get 3 wins, you get your event token back. Which is fine, right? You get your tokens back. That's cool. But like the rest of the rewards are like, you get a booster pack and 75, you get a booster pack and 150 trainer points. 1 pack is 150 trainer points. So I'll save all this for Thursday. And maybe I'll do like 2 shorter videos because it's kind of hard to be like a title of one video being 2 new free decks and the other title being PDCGO just got its greatest mode ever. And I need a new keyboard again. And I also need new pants. And oh my goodness, the greatest mode ever is coming to PDCGL. And they definitely won't screw it up. Definitely not. Yeah, I'm so happy about this. Exactly. Yeah. Incineroaring, I don't know. I think Delibird's pretty simple, right? Delibird doesn't seem that crazy. And yeah, just it's just so weird though that like they're giving us new features instead of making sure the game works, right? It's the same issue where it's like, oh, they just conceded. They just conceded. I got my first win, and it was because of a Team Rocket's Arbok, baby. Call me a chicken, because bok. Okay, so PDCGL pre-release 4. There we go. That's a beautiful image. The only thing more beautiful is if my opponent didn't wear shoes, but, you know, can't ask for basic things in life anymore, I guess. So here is what the screen is going to look like. So you get, I guess I should click out of this screen. So you get your 40 card kit, which it's random. So you're not like, oh, I get to choose Typhlosion or I get to choose whatever. You get your 40 card kit, which comes with a pre-made 40 card deck. Then you open your 4 packs and then you build a deck. And fun fact, my Chaos Rising pre-release video did really well. So I will continue to make pre-release videos for as long as I can remember. Yeah, like we got Misty's Typhlosion. So I will be continuing to make pre-release videos, and now that PDCGL gets pre-release, I probably won't go back and do old ones because that's kind of nah. But for new ones, I'll definitely be doing it for every set because PDCGL has pre-releases now, and that's insane. All right, let's do the Grumpig, and then we'll switch to another deck. And never let me down. Absolutely, absolutely. Oreo, no, this is drafting. So this is drafting in PDCGL. I guess I should, yeah. This is our form of drafting because of how evolutioning works. You can't do a traditional draft like you see in Magic. Oh man, I can't wait to just do streams about pre-releases. Like I'll just do a pre-release stream. But this is so cool. Like this is exactly what PDCGL is designed for. This is exact. I'm gonna write that down. That's a good line. Oh crap. This is exactly the type of thing PDCGL should have been designed for 4 years ago. Modes you couldn't get on PDCGO, and expand the player base and offer a level playing field, right? Because it's everyone starts from scratch. Like obviously you can get better pulls, but it's like you're never going to see Dragapult. All right, well, let's, I don't think I want to attach to anybody. Yeah, I can't wait for just being able to go, oh, I pulled an EX? Well, guess what? I'm going to put all of my EXs down. Yeah, let's go get Charbaka. And then end turn. And don't trust your pilot. Yeah, so I think things kind of worked out how I thought. Yeah, people said Ampharos is terrible. Gudra was a lot of work. But like Delphox was insane. You know, Crobat was good, but like I said, it doesn't have a lot of late game potential. And yeah, Hutaru, that is a very good point. They didn't say if they do pre-release ahead of set launches, which is why they're called Build and Battle. Yeah, so that's why they're called Build and Battle. Ooh, this is hilarious. They have to gust around my Arbok or else they just lose. Well, like I can forgive that, right? I can forgive that because it's more work more work to give us a 2-tiered release schedule. But maybe it'll happen in the future. You know, I haven't read the full post or whatever. Maybe it'll happen in the future. And never let me down. No, this I have one win. I have one win. You can't say that. And Mark, I got my one win. We're switching to something else right after this. But is there anyone in chat who wants me to play a Cinderace deck? Is there anyone who wants me to play a Cinderace deck right now? With 4 Cinderace and 1 Mega? Well, this is so cool. I'll read the whole thing again. Maybe I'll do the thing. Hey, I got an Iris. That's pretty good. So we don't need Sylveon. And then I didn't get a switch card because that would make way too much sense. Let's go for another Spoink and let's doink the doink. So I have 2 Air Balloon. I have all the things I need. I'm just not getting them. And end turn. And Foodler, I tried it last year. Wait, did it come out last year or the start of this year? Whenever I tried it, it didn't work. Are you a Brambleghast? Because that's some tumbleweed. Oh god, I got rare candy out. Because all right, I'm out of here. I'm facing only top decks apparently. Apparently, I'm only facing top decks today, even though I'm at the bottom of the freaking 1400s. It's been it's been 2 Dragapult, Lucario, Alakazam, and then that weird Iron Leaves deck. That's been my day today, is just top decks for no reason. Just oops, all tier 1 decks. Yeah, a build and battle format is just everything I've ever wanted from this game. It's weird that it's Mad Panda. They'll screw it up. They'll screw it up. Yeah, we got a pre-release format before we got expanded. We got a pre-release format before we got expanded. Is like the GTA meme for PDCGL. that is so wild that we got pre-release. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's gonna go there. They currently can't do anything. And then I just Hydro turn. Did Trust Your Pilot forget to put energy recyclers in this deck? That sounds like a very Trust Your Pilot thing that he would do. Incineroaring? Well, what do you mean? What's the first one? Because, like, trainer trials, yeah, they're different, but PDC-GO, trainer trials are just their way of giving us GLC without giving us GLC. The bugs. There you go. All right, well, Lapras is getting knocked out unless they play a card, but I think it's gonna get knocked out here. Yeah, they must have been like, oh no, we're getting compared to PDC-GO again. But it's exactly what I wanted. Eevee, thank you. I think that means we're at 100 unless you weren't subbed and then you got us to 100. But you are currently and forever probably will be the #1 most tenured subscriber at 49 months. Type in the comments, how long have you been subscribed to Trust Your Pilot, the #1 PDC-GL streamer of 2022? Because Eevee's at 49. Let's see where everyone else is at. But yeah, this is a beautiful image. Remember, it's not called pre-release, it's called build and battle, which is why it's probably not going to be in the pre-release thing. And never to let me down. Gardis, what are you at now, Gardis? You're at 35, so you're in the 1% for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna have to get a new phone after this. Like, my phone screen is gonna be like sticky, like I spilled maple syrup on it. That's what I'll tell the people at the Apple stores. Oh, that's just maple syrup. That's obviously maple syrup. I don't know what you're talking about. That is very clearly maple syrup. All right, well, I have Poké Pad for GRUMPIG. I don't think this is gonna work, but I mean, I guess I play with my balls. Because I can't use my Prime Catcher, I may as well try to knock out the Alakazam this turn if I can. Alright, well, if I can get 4 or 5 energy? I think I need 4 total. That's 1. Actually, no, I can surf. I can surf for KO, but then I can't put Arbok in the active, so I can't surf for KO. That'd be terrible. And they are down 2 boo. Boo, PDC-GL. Eevee, thank you for the gift sub. So I think in this situation, I go Hydro turn, because they're not going to be able to knock out my Arbok, right? They can't knock out, it's impossible for them to knock out the Arbok unless they got a good draw off the judge. And Eevee, 59 gifted, we're at 102. Playing with your balls is always fun. And Crepulon, yes, just maple syrup, guy at the Apple store. How did you have all 3 bosses? I played this game perfectly. I played this game absolutely perfectly, but then I judged them into their 3rd bosses. That is crazy. All right, but yeah, for the back half of this stream, I'll just play some, semi-decent decks. But if anyone has any thoughts on pre-release and what's going on with pre-release, let them be heard now, because I might include them in the video and pass them off as my own thoughts. But let me see if I can grab another, screenshot or something. All right, wait. Oh, the stupid Spoink has 70 hit points. But this is hilarious, because I can devolve the GRUMPIG. I can evolve back into GRUMPIG, and then I can retreat if I get 1 energy. Ooh, this is Strange Timepiece, baby. Strange Timepiece, the GOAT. Gorgeist is going to use it in the new set. I just won this game. I am him. Actually, no, they have an Alakazam. I am not him. I am the opposite of him. I am her. Or I guess I am, what's the opposite of a hymn? I'm a rap song. I'm an R&B song. I'm heavy metal. Foodler, I am him. We just talked about this. We just talked about this I am him. All right, let's see what else is in the build and battle. Yeah, this news is, oh God. Oh, you don't, it's just ectoplasm. You know, if anyone walks into my stream room, it's just ectoplasm. Okay, so event tokens are a new currency. These can be earned in many places, both inside and outside of PTCGO through gift or passcode distributions. So you can buy them in the shop. Oh, physical build and battle products are going to have them. What does that mean? Did anyone? Okay, that's fine. Did anyone get a code? Or I guess like the codes will be updated. So the codes will be slightly different in that you'll be able to do the thing. Yeah, so I would assume that they'll just be like updated. And I will attach to you. I think I just surf. I think I just surf and take the KO. Don't trust your pilot. I tried to make Talonflame work. It didn't go well. You know, it's a coin flip deck. We should never do that. But yeah, I guess they will update the codes. I guess they will update the BNB codes to include event tokens when they go live on Thursday. Yeah, for most events, a run requires one event. Each time a new event begins, you get a free play. You'll typically receive another free play a week. Free plays do not stack, so be sure to use them. Oh, okay. Okay, so hang on. This is important. Over 4 rule explain. Okay, so this seems like a very important piece of news here that I should probably talk about. So PDCGL pre-release in my pants. Because remember, in a pre-release, you can have more than 4 copies. Zeus, no, I doubt they would do it for previous ones, but like starting with Chaos Rising, I imagine they will. But this seems like it's very important. So you are allowed to add more than 4 copies of a card, which is crazy, but you can't go for more than 1 A-Spec or Radiant, which is fine. At launch, you will not be able to customize the deck accessories, but it may be added later. That's weird. So we can't customize our accessories for the decks for whatever reason. That's very strange. That makes very little sense, but let's just go with it. All right, well, let's put the Ekans down. Yeah, put that there. So that's good. Don't worry, you don't need to worry about Radiants. They're very old, and same with A-Specs. You won't really run into A-Specs until they get to the older stuff. Let's send that out. So yeah, so there won't be a 4-card limit, which is great. Well, they're going to do old pre-releases. So they're going to bring back old pre-releases as well. Which means we will get to a world where A-Specs and Radiance might mean something. Yeah, we'll go Surf, take the knockout, then lose. But that's another thing that's going to break the game, right? If something's going to break the game, it's going to be... This is something else that will probably break the game, is you can have over 4 copies, just like in a pre-release. For older sets that have A-Specs or Radiance, they will be limited to 1. And, you know, yes, you can... I guess I should write it down. You can build a deck with a Mega Zygarde plus 39 energy if you want to. If you really want to, you can do that. Yeah, so all the Radiance and A-Specs are currently out of standard. Like, they haven't released any in a while. But when they bring up old stuff, when they do old sets, yeah, we're going to see Radiance and Ace-Specs again, which is great. This is exactly what PTCGL needed to be a thing, right? This is exactly what the game needed, because it just, oh, you're tired of standard, you're tired of a bad format. Well, now you can do build and battle. Tired of standard and losing to Dragapult, play pre-release where everyone's on a level playing field, and you know, deck building becomes paramount. You know, luck is involved, skill is dumb. So it's just, this is everything PTCGL could have ever needed. Is just this format. I'm so happy. It's like watching your child grow up into a football player. Okay, this is insane that I only mulliganed once. Yeah, custom formats, and it's like tired of standard losing to Dragapult. Tired of a neutered expanded where half the cards are broken. Never cared for a trainer trial. Each deck is different. Yeah, it's just, that's the other thing, is every single game will be different. Mikey, hopefully not. Wait, J Fuhr, what do you mean for the wins feet picks? Is there new ones? Did he release new ones? Because I have the ones from every month this year. Normally he gives us feet picks every month. Did he release new ones? Let's get rid of that and that. And oh, I prized the Zygarde. His OF updated today? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right, well, I'd love to use Mega Signal to get my second Mega Zygarde, but we don't have one of those. Can this day get any better? Jennifer Lawrence could respond to one of my DMs. That'd be nice. And Mad Panda, yeah, so I'm going to continue doing pre-release videos because not only did I enjoy doing it, but it did really well from a views perspective. And forfeiting D's nuts. Okay, so there will be a ranking, but it'll be different. So there will be a ranking system. So there will be a ranking system, but if it's anything like the current one, a brand new player can still face me. Can still face someone on a, 30-game winning streak. So yes, there will be a ranking system, but I mean, in our current ranking system, you can face someone on a 30-game win streak if you just started the game today. And it looks like each build and battle will last for 2 weeks. Because it'll be Chaos Rising until June 4. Oh, wait, what? The Destined Rivals pre-release will be for 2 days? The Twilight Masquerade will be 2 days? I feel like they screwed that up. That our pre-release formats are going to last 2 days? Because right now it says they're going to last 2 days for the Destined Rivals and Twilight Masquerade ones. I think 2 weeks instead of 2 days. And Gardas. Well, I think, yeah, that's probably just a mistake. Guzzlop. I mean, yeah, PTCGL is broken, but hey, what are you going to do? All right, so I can use Gaia Wave. And I can hit into the Zoroark with Gaia Wave and not be super duper punished for it. Because I will survive. The only way I won't survive is, I think, if they have Binding Mochi. Oh no, it does 200. I keep thinking it does 150. Oh man. Well, prizing that second Zygarde is just kind of kind of what you got to expect here. So let's go Morty's for 4. Well, as much as I want to use core memory, I can't. As much as I want to use core memory, I can't. And low med. Well, yeah, you shouldn't use Vanillux. Vanillux is bad. But yeah, let me whip it out real quick. Press 1 if you want to see me whip it out real quick. Let me just I'll get that on screen about the elo. So yeah, forfeiting D's nuts. No, because they would just win the game next turn if I did. So I couldn't. I would have loved to, but if I did, I would have lost. All right, so PDCGO pre-release 6. It's a feed appreciation. Yeah, it's still a little weird though, right? And yeah, PDCGO pre-release 6. I'll talk about that in a second. Prize in the Zygarde did kind of suck. So that was an oopsie. But I do have jumbo ice creams. Ice cream for ice cream, and then maybe I can get the thingy thing. I can tool scrapper that thing. I guess I just Lillie. There's different strokes for different blokes. Okay, there's Team Rocket's Watchtower. Is there anything that I want to do right now? There's nothing to do. No one to see, nowhere to go. Actually, I guess I can catcher up the Pecharunt and then hope. Never mind. So, I don't know how I win this. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose the game next turn. I have a sneaking suspicion. Actually, that's really good. Okay, that actually kind of worked out perfectly. Believe it or not, out of all the things that could have happened, that was kind of perfect, but I needed another jumbo ice cream and just not lose. Because now they'll just put Zekrom down, and there's nothing I can do. Yeah, if I hit them with Gaia Wave, they would have just copied Powerful Rage and done 400 damage, and that would have been GG. But I needed a second jumbo ice cream or the Hero's Cape, and that would have helped. All right, so you can forfeit, which is whatever. Matchmaking ranking uses a different ELO rating system than ranked and casual modes. Yeah, so that is a little awkward, but I'm going to just toss that up to just them covering their butts here because they knew that I had my camera out and they didn't want me to take a picture and use it later. I mean, again, I'm excited, but why are we getting a brand new, really highly involved game mode before they just fix the game? Right? Wouldn't it make more sense to fix the game? Right? Like, why isn't the game being perfectly perfect the priority? And it's like, well, they told us is they care more about new features than bug fixes. And like, that's not cool. It's kind of sus that we got a highly involved new game mode before the game was fixed. Because it's kind of weird to spend this much time on a new mode when we all just get disconnected. When we all just get disconnected. You know, and again, we still don't have Expanded. Expanded was promised 6 years ago almost, I think. 5 years ago? Promised 5 years ago. They never said we were going to get a pre-release format. And Sundaw, you're damn straight. But it's still weird. But yeah, there's that. I only mulligan once. This is so crazy that I keep just mulliganing once. No. The Lost City of Atlanta. Yeah, it looks, yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess I can whip that out as well. So you get to keep the cards. Did I already have that? Did I already whip that out? Did I already put that up? Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. So I'm just going to do a boring turn. So there you go. So you get to keep the cards, but you don't get the bonus whatevers until afterwards. Oh, this is terrible. I mean, I'm going to be locked out of my items, so I think I have to go get a Zygarde immediately. I'm going to be locked out of my items, so I kind of have to go get a Zygarde. Yeah, we'll put the Zygarde down. I probably shouldn't have put the Zygarde down, but whatever. So if you get more than 4 of a card in your build and battle box, they will not immediately be exchanged for credits. When you're done and you collect all the rewards, that's when you get your trade credits. So this is what you should be spending your trainer points on. So I'll B&B seems like a great place to spend trainer points on, since you build your collection while also having fun. Celebrations is still best, though. Celebrations is still best for credit farming. But, you know, depending on how much they cost, because they haven't told us how much the event tickets are going to cost or how to get them. All right, well, that Rocky goes there, and then Turbo Flare. I really wish I didn't have to, you know, discard all my playable cards off that Carmine. And, like, I wish I didn't have to discard Iris and Bosses and, you know, an Energy and all that fun stuff, but how was I supposed to know I get a terrible hand afterwards? So it looks like when you click, you know, enter an event, there'll probably be like an opening sequence, and then you'll see the Typhlosion, and then you'll see the other 39 cards in the deck, and then it'll do this. And then you can see in the bottom right, it says open packs. So you'll get your 4 packs, and then I don't think they showed off how you build your deck. Then we just double check the screenshots again. I don't think they showed that off. Yeah, they just kind of repeated the same image twice. So we don't quite know how the deck builder portion works. Pokemon, where the hell is Pokemon TCG Live? What have you done with Pokemon TCG Live? There it is. Well, if you have a nullifying 0, the rules dictate that you must use nullifying 0. If you have access to a nullifying 0, you have to do it. You have to do it. Oh my god. Oh, I thought we were gonna get a clean sweep. But that's pretty good. You know, I'll take it. I will take that. I will happily take that knockout there. So they need Dusknoir, Rare Candy, Crispin. If they get Dusknoir, Rare Candy, Crispin, I don't lose the game, which is kind of funny. I don't actually lose the game. Razor, thank you. Because the Cinderace would still survive. I just need a Mega Signal to get my other Zygarde. Easy. Yeah, I'm just going to look it up. I don't think the images they showed off, yeah, they don't show anything. They did show off, like, I put it in the wrong folder. I almost showed you something you weren't supposed to see. I almost showed you some highly exclusive feat picks that cost me extra. Oh, geez. So this will be like because you do 5 battles for the win feat picks. Yeah, those cost extra. I'm on the diamond tier on his OF. I'm literally on the diamond tier. So you do 5 battles, and then I guess if you... Wait, what was it? So this is the new screen, which is like way more work than the art department has ever done. But how does it go? What is it? If you lose your virginity? Okay, so how does it... How many wins? So, like, how many losses? Players will contribute... Rewards earned will contribute... Oh, I'm not stuck in the active. They just completely conceded. Get absolutely wrecked, Dragapult. Get absolutely bodied. But yeah, so this seems to be what it is. So I'm not quite sure how that works. Again, I'll have to read it again. And Foodler, no, the PDC GL dev, they've never released an update. They've never released new cards without testing them properly first. That's never happened. It's going to work perfectly. Okay, so I see how it goes. So for each battle, it has different rewards. So win or lose, you get trainer points. If you win, you also get booster packs. All right, so win or lose, you always get TP. But winning means you also get a booster pack. The rewards change for each of your 5 battles. This is insane that I am never mulliganing. I play 6 Pokemon. And never let me down. I will copy that because that means I don't have to do math. Ha! Your American brain just got tricked by a Canadian. I just forced you to do all the math for me. Ha ha! Get absolutely bodied. So you need event tokens to enter. And you get an event token. We don't quite know what they're going to cost or how exactly you get them, but that's how you enter each pre-release. So you want to win your 3rd battle. I guess winning your 3rd battle is most important. Winning battle number 3. Winning battle number 3 is the most important. All right, are you ready to watch Trust Your Pilot suck a butt? Oh, they got the Heatmore. Well, I guess I just Carmine and regret everything. Oh, wow, this was terrible. I should have used Morty's. I should have used Morty's. Yeah, so even if you lose, you still get the same number of trainer points. The only difference is the booster pack and then the event token in your 3rd game, which you'd think would be your 5th game, but that's fine. And I do like how on the dev image, well, Dardis, it says first, second. So if you winning, unless I'm reading this wrong and it just means 3 wins. Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to read it. But let me click on it again. So how exactly does this work? Your progress is saved, so you can always leave when there's less than, yeah, as you compete. All right, here we go. Here's the rewards. I just won that one. Read rewards part clearly. All right. Oh, okay. It goes back and forth. So getting to 3 wins is most important. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Dardis. And we'll do one more with this deck because it's funny. Did I save that image, though? I'm a pro streamer, but did I remember to save the image? I can't remember. They can't just, the one day that I stream, out of like 14 days, I stream one day and they drop the biggest news in PDCGL history as I'm streaming. That's not fair. So yeah, we'll just leave that up there. So at the end of each individual battle, you earn the next win or loss reward depending on the result. For example, if you win your first battle, you're in the first win. You then win your, okay, yeah. So that, we didn't start. How did I not mulligan? I play decks with 20 to 50 basics. Yeah, you get to keep the cards. The rewards are great. And Yeah, I'm done. I would have won this matchup if I didn't start Zygarde. I would have won this matchup if I started Cinderace. Okay, so that makes this image look a lot more easier to understand. Is basically you go back and forth. Is if you win your first game, you get the first reward. But if you lose your second game, you get the first loss reward. So if you go 3 and 5, you get the third, you get all 3 on the left side of win, plus the first 2 on the right of losses. So it's a little confusing with how they did it, but once you understand it, it makes a lot of sense. All right, well, let's try. So yeah, basically you get to 3 wins. You get the first, second, and third on the win side, and then if you go 3 and 2, you get 50 trainer points, 50 trainer points. But if you lose all 5 games, you get all 5 on. Little confusing. I'll have to, try and clear it up a little bit for people because, I know my audience on YouTube isn't very smart. Press 1 if you agree that the YouTube audience isn't very intelligent. But remember, I have yet to read all this. This is the first time I'm seeing this. I'm doing this on the fly while playing tier 1 Pokemon cards. But if you have any thoughts and any, ideas or anything you want me to put in the video, yeah. So I'll get that. So if you win 3, you get the thingy thing. It's a little confusing, but I get you. And Eevee, oh yeah, YouTube audience, don't think I don't see you. Don't think I don't see you over here when you come in and just type an exclamation point drops. So yes, it makes a lot. It's just a little confusing at first, but I think if I can explain it right, I'll just be like, if you go 3 and 2, you get first 3 on the left. If you go 3 and 2, you get first 3 on the right plus first 2 on the left. Yeah, so it'll be something I have to explain. But yeah, this gets my feet just absolutely soaked. Press 1 if your feet are soaked after hearing this news. Damn straight, Gardus. And I think, Lena, when did you leave? I think you were here when they announced Build and Battle. But my feet are soaked right now. This is shattering news. If this is not on the subreddit, okay, good. It is on the subreddit, but I don't think people understand it. I don't know if people understand it. Yeah, the top comment, holy crap, an actual new game mode? That's pretty sweet. And yeah, I guess I'll read some of the comments and try to incorporate them. Reddit. Ooh, we got a playable hand. All right, so that guy's going down. Forest of Vitality goes down. I think I can cut the bosses, even though I don't really want to, because now I can go for a small live. I can get the Dolliv, then I can draw 8, and I'm just a Arboliva and an energy away from sniping their Riolu, and they can't do anything. Hell yeah! This is insane. All right, well, let's go Teal Dance. Nutso. Nah, we had all the chances. I haven't even used the bug catching set yet. This is wacky, wet, and wild. All right, let's go retreat into our Arboliva. And then, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, because I hit them for weakness. Yeah, Lapras it was Lapras until I get a win, and I got a win. And Timmer, yeah, it'll be out on Chaos Rising launch day, so the 21st. Guard is what? Someone tell Pilot what? Someone tell Pilot what? Oh, it doesn't hit for weakness? Yeah, I'm my feet are soaking wet, Gardus. I have to mop as I'm playing, and I have to think about talking. Timmy, at any point before December 31st, we might get 1 new expanded card. at some point before the end of the year, we might do something. And Eevee, yeah, I don't know if they screwed up because like 2 days for them seems very short, right? Like 2 days. That seems like not a good number. Yeah, June 4th to 6th is Destined Rivals, and then June 6th to 8th is Twilight Masquerade, then June 8th to 18th is Perfect Order. But yeah, I'm sure they'll update that. But no, you don't get to choose. It's 1 of 4 rounds. So it's like if you went to a Foodler, damn straight. So the best way to explain it is that I am the freaking GOAT, and PDCGL is awesome, and it's the greatest game ever made, and I'm sorry I ever doubted it. All right, let's go Bayleaf. I'm just going to knock out your damn Riolu every single turn, bro. You got to put 2 Riolu down if you want to have any chance of winning. That is insane. All right, let's Teal Dance. And then Oil Salvo my feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And Foodler, because when we migrated from PDCGO, that's everything that went. So that was just, you know, left, that was remnants of PDCGO, and because they had plans, they had concepts of a plan. But the schedule, I guess I can put the schedule up. The schedule is very not, you know, sexy. It's very not fun to look at. But I'll whip it out real quick. And yeah, we'll get the schedule up on screen. Lomed, I would, because they're not calling it a pre-release, they're calling it Build and Battle, which was suggested, oh, hey, it's probably not going to happen before a set comes out, and it'll just be, you know, after a set's out, because it's a lot of work to do basic things. This person that we're facing, they did the trainer trial, or they did the learning lab, and they swapped out Squawky Billy for Okidogi. They swapped out Squawky Billy for Okidogi, everybody. All right, so that's going to go there. And then we retreat, make them hate life. Life is hilarious. Everything's funny. And then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Surprised they're still here. But yeah, so here's the schedule. Chaos Rising for, what, 2 weeks? Destined Rivals and Twilight Masquerade for 2 days each for no reason, and then Perfect Order for 10 days. There we go. They finally conceded. They conceded that I'm the best. I'm the best Arboliva player in the world. And yes, that's how it's pronounced. It's pronounced Arboliva. I hate it too. I wish it was pronounced Arboliva, like an olive. You know, you don't say olive. You don't say oh, I'm gonna eat an olive. You want an olive in that martini? And yeah, that is PDCGL. If you go to the learning lab about rotation, they say, hey, why don't you swap Squawky Billy for the new Okidogi? And Timmy, that's exactly what it is. So you can go watch my Chaos Rising video. I just uploaded a Chaos Rising video. Because they want new players to experience Dragapult. You know, somebody's going to get a Dragapult. Somebody's going to get a 1-1-1. Oh, crap. Somebody's going to get a 1-1-1 Dragapult line and absolutely dominate. But it's just rotating game modes. I started stupid Meowth, and I'm going second, which is even worse. So yeah, that Meowth is going to die. But if I can get Unfair Stamp, we might have a chance. But this is just everything I've ever wanted was... I mean, if you go back years, I've been asking for a pre-release format for years. And this is exactly what it is, but there's no way PDCGL doesn't just completely collapse under its own weight, right? And it's in a run. Well, then I can just quit. You can just quit right away. You know, I have 170,000 trainer points. I think I'll be okay. Wait, Outcast said, so excited we can talk about this now. Outcast knew pre-release was coming and didn't say anything? All right, well, let's, I mean, there's not, I mean, this, I have the stupid Teal Mask Ogerpon. We went second, which is terrible. I think I just go Dawn for Smoliv, Dolliv, Arboliva. And then Poké Pad out the Badoo. And then Bug Catching Set, hope for something good. That is not something good, but it is something playable. And then I don't quite want to lose the Meowth, so I think I retreat. Go Ogerpon down. Put Smoliv into play. Teal Dance once and just kind of see what happens. Ah, crap. No, this is fine. This is fine. Everything's great. Everything's great. I'll just Ultra Ball for a Meowth. Oh, wait. Everything's great. I'll just Ultra Ball for a Meowth. And I believed, I just thought it would arrive in 2030. I didn't think it would arrive in 2026. And Foodler, yeah, the worst kit in the history of the Pokemon trading card game was Team Rocket's Mimikyu. Did they just take down? I think that was a mistake. All right, well, I can knock out the Mimikyu if I want to, which I'll probably do. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, Bug Catching Set. Are you kidding? I just whiffed on a Bug Catching Set. Oh, there is a Meowth in here. Okay. Let's go get rid of that and that. I didn't realize there was another Meowth. So as much as I don't want to, I think I should. So let's Teal Dance just to see if I get something. That's not something. That is the absence of something. All right, then we go Lillie's. And Lillie's Determination. All I need is Forest Arboliva. Well, we might have it. we potentially could have it. We don't currently have it. All right, so Chikorita, Bayleaf, Smoliv, Dolliv. I'm thinning literally everything out of the deck just to increase my chances. All I need is an Arboliva and we win the game. Damn it. Okay, come on. Oh my god, seriously? All right, so Meganium goes down. Actually, I probably shouldn't have put Meganium into play because that makes their Mimikyu better. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. So I should not have done that because now they can knock me out with the Mimikyu. Though if they take a turn to attach a Team Rocket's energy to the Mimikyu, that might actually be good. Myrtle, I just saw it. So yeah, this is just everything we've ever wanted is finally happening in PTCGL except a functioning client. Everything we've ever wanted in PTCGL except a functioning client is actually happening. Freak out, everybody. Crap your pants. Spill ectoplasm everywhere. You know, press 1 if your keyboard is covered in ectoplasm after you heard this announcement. All right, Teal Dance. Oh, and I won. What do you mean, where'd Lapras go? I said I was going to play it until I won, and I won because I am him. Again, we've been over this. Can I please get an Arboliva? Well, technically we got one. Not necessarily how I wanted to get it, but I'll take it. So we go Arboliva. We did prize one. To be fair, Myrtle, we did get one. All right, and then Oil Salvo, I guess I go 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, I guess just start building up the lower attackers because they're going to have to like 2-shot me with the Spidops. And Gardis, what was the post about STM 76? What do you have the quote? Hey, another win. Wow. This is the first time I've played our Bolívar, and it's really good. You know, I know we're still at the 1400s. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. But I was like, sealed deck, what does that mean? Oh, right. I made the tweet about that, didn't I? I made the tweet. Yeah, trust your pilot. So wait, did I call it pre-release? Trust your pilot pre-release. I'm going to pre-release in my pants. If anybody can find that tweet, because I'm pretty sure I made a tweet. Yeah, Mimikyu, the worst pre-release promo. Worst pre-release promo. Destined Rivals. No, I didn't. Owen, make sure your cupcakes get properly basted. So, like, do I have to go all the way back to January? Trust your pilot, like, leak? Probably shouldn't do that. I started Meowth again? I know there's 2 Meowth in the deck, but I'm starting it again. So do I just have to go all the way back to January just to find it? Because I gotta show that you know, this was not by accident. Oh, okay. What do we got? We got our Bolívar. So I'm gonna go for a small live and believe in the heart of the cards, because we might just have it next turn. So let's go small live. Well, there are 2, so it makes a slight bit more sense, I guess. But yeah, if you said that tweet was from January, I'm going all the way back to January, because it's so easy to find old tweets. You don't have to wait for everything to load in. All right, so, oh yeah, this is back when I was doing tweets to try to do engagement bait. Gardis, thank you. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. You found it. I tweeted about it. I was right. I mean, STM did all the work, but I was right. I tweeted about it. Oh, this is, we got to win with Meganium. We got to win with the Mr. Meganium. Oh, yeah, I'll delete the prediction. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll delete the prediction. That's my bad. But I don't think they realize that I can just kind of win, right? I can just, our Bolívar, I don't have to hit into anybody. Like I win, right? They didn't put a shaman down. So I win the game. And then, yeah, I guess I just go after the Psyduck. So, yeah, that's really cool. It was, the prediction came true. Yeah, I'll just, I retweeted it. I retweeted it. I'll probably delete, wait, can you delete retweets? But yeah, just back when I was doing engagement bait, hey, look at my old post. Cream pies should be the dessert served at every baby shower. You like that tweet? Cream pies should be the dessert served at every baby shower. You like that one? That got no likes. That got no attention. Another one. If one person does it, it's copying. If everybody does it, it's a trend. That's a thinker. Get it? That's a thinker. Lena, no, that makes, yeah, it got like 20 likes. Exactly. It's it's a real thinker. And I didn't forget about changing the name of the VODs channel. It's just taking longer than I expected to change it. It's not my fault. It's how it's set up. Yeah, am I able to undo a retweet? Yeah, undo repost. Okay, so you can do that. And I shall. I shall, because the other one, it's going to be Trust Your Pilot's Mile High Club. So we lose this matchup. I think because I went second, this matchup gets a lot worse. But if they don't attach to the active Riolu, and Lena, well, no, Mile High won. Thrust Your Pilot was second. Mile High came in first. Thrust Your Pilot came in second. Yeah, Trust Your Pilot's Mile High Club finished in first. Thrust Your Pilot finished 1 vote behind. So I think somebody sniped it at the last second. I think you spent a ton of channel points to go for Thrust Your Pilot, and then at the last second, somebody put a bunch of votes on Mile High Club. All right, so I can still win on turn 1. It's just going to take a little bit more work. All right, so we have to go Teal Dance. I have to knock out the Riolu this turn. That is a very good start. I just need an energy switch and an energy, and that's it. Well, there's an energy. I just need an energy switch, and we win the game. So I want to get things out of the deck that I can play, and that's the only thing that I can play. So we'll put a Chikorita down, and then we Lilies. If I get energy switch, it's GG's. We did not get energy switch. It is not GG's. It is so not GG's right now. All right, so I have to retreat into the small Ave and then end turn and regret all my life decisions. But I don't know if YouTube's gonna allow Mile High Club, because like that's not like an innocent thing. Or like Thrust Your Pilot, I created that at a time when Gale Thrust was a very popular attack. So it's like, oh, I'm just borrowing from a popular attack. But Mile High Club has like, you know, adult-oriented connotations about it. So Mile High Club might not be allowed. And that is blatant censorship. I thought this was a free country. Well, actually, it's Canada, so maybe not. Lena, well, yeah, Thrust Your Pilot's probably going to be what I have to deal with anyway, because Mile High Club might not be allowed, but you never know, right? You never know. So in this situation, I have to Meowth. Like, that's sucky. Pilot High Club, that's terrible, PB. That is not your personal best. Yeah, it's so crazy how the difference between me winning and losing this game was just one of the like 4 energy switches. You know, if I go first, we win. If I get an energy switch turn 1, we win. You know, now I kind of need a million things to go right, and I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I have to go into our Boliva, hope that they don't have 2 bottles of orange Gatorade or a maximum belt. That's too many characters. But yeah, this is not great. Ooh, there's a Dawn. Okay, that's much better. Never mind. Dawn is great. Dawn of Justice. Dawn of Thrustus. All right, so we want our Boliva. What else we got? Do I have a Dolliv? I have a Dolliv and Ham, so then we want Bayleaf and I guess a Fez. So Dolliv, our Boliva, Bayleaf, Fez. So I have to knock out the Riolu with 2 energy on it for sure. And yeah, let's just draw some more cards. Ooh, that is absolutely goated. I mean, they're going to get a fighting energy in hand and do all the things, but I might be able to build up like a massive Sphene here. I might be able to get the mightiest Sphene. My Sphene might be swinging and people might have to duck. All right, well, it kind of makes me feel better that we haven't seen a single energy switch this entire freaking game. All right, so oil salvo all over my feet. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I guess I just want to set up the Mega Lucario and just try to put it closer in range. Because the reason I went for the one with 2 energy is what if they got a Lucario and an Air Balloon off of that? Then they just go Mega Brave and, you know, do something. But yeah, of course, they're going to have the energy. They're going to energy into Lilies. They're going to Lilies into Maximum Belt Rocky Fighting. And then they're going to win. It's great. It's great for everybody. Oh, and they had that too. Great. Fantastic. Oh, remember when I stamped them into everything? And do you press 1? Do you think they'll fix this issue that's been in the game since the last update where you have a seizure if you look at the screen too long, like I have when I have to play this game? Press 1. Will they fix the seizure-inducing issue? Because I say nay. Will they fix the seizure-inducing issue? Will they fix flashing yellow light issue in patch notes? So I got a lot to think about. Like when I said I'm not streaming very much because I have a lot more. Stamp is a lie. I mean, it doesn't seem like they have it. You know, they've only had everything but a supporter. Oh, this is great. Okay. So I just go for whichever Riolu gets the energy. Oh, they did the smart thing. They did the smart thing. They're a fart smella. But now they have to Mega Brave, which is something they might not want to do. And then I'll Teal Dance to this guy. There's a Lana's Aid. I mean, I guess I don't use Lana's Aid right now. I'll cut the Forest of Vitality. We'll get rid of that and that. I go for probably just the Chikorita. And then I get Bayleaf. Because this way, if they target my other Bayleaf, it's fine. And, you know, maybe I do Lana's Aid for Doll of Energy or Small of Energy. Just to have it. Because the more energy I have in play, the better it's going to be for knocking out another Lucario. And yeah, I think I just load somebody up before I base their feet with my oil salvo. All right, well, clearly they're prepping this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I definitely want to get rid of that guy. And then I think I just put 20 each on the Riolu. So now I can knock out double Riolu if they're not careful. And there's our Boliva, baby. Yeah, I like that. They'll put it on the left side. Because you complain, Pilot, they will put a blinking light on the left side. Or they'll reinstitute the flashbang whenever you took a prize. Remember those days, Eevee? You know, Eevee, remember when you took a prize and you had to cover your eyes? I think Sunny might still have one of the top clips in the category where it was just like an actual flashbang went off. You know, go to the clip section of the PDCGL category and sort by like most popular. I think Sunny is at the top. Yeah, because it was literally a flashbang. It wasn't like, oh, you know, Sunny was playing it up for the cameras. You know, this was right after everyone was forced to come over to the game. Sunny was playing it and just got absolutely flashbanged. And Moondust? Ah, it's fine. I'm knocking out double Riolu and there's nothing they can do. I'm literally just going to knock out double Riolu and then, like, what are they supposed to do? And Crebulon, it's a great clip. You know, it's like it's going to live on in PDCGL lore forever. All right, let's go Night Stretcher for the Fez back, because I don't care if they knock out Fez again. They still have to take 3 prizes. I am totally okay just playing the long game here. And then, yeah, we go Fez. We finally have our first energy switch. Took an hour. And then we'll go Mr. Megunium. So I definitely won't post my pre-release video. Actually, I should probably split the energy just to be safe. Because you never know what they might be planning over there. All right, so Oil Salvo, knockout double Riolu. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Take 2 prizes. And then I just got to knock out a Mega Lucario. And I have all my energy switches. They basically have to like stamp me or judge me and hope I don't get anything. But that's a lot of things. And Mr. Darkside, hey, back in the day when, easy concede. Back when the avatars were on the screen, if anyone emoted, that would take the avatars out of sync and they would breathe and do weird things. And it was not fun. But yeah, we got our Boliva. Let's play some Hydrapple. Do you want me to, afterwards, do you want me to play Dragapult with Hammers or Cinderace with Hydreigon? But let's play the Hydrapple Wo-Chien build. But would you rather see me play Andrew Hedrick's first place list or some Cinderace with Hydreigon? And I don't think I have really anything interesting left over. Like, there's some things that I'll save for the next format. Like Jellicent. Yeah, just like Raging Bolt, I'll get rid of that. You know, this was just such a quick format. Everyone wants the Hydra? All right, Hydra it is. Well, it did finish first, right? And Eevee, yeah, there we go. That deserves a pin. And it's in a roaring damn straight. But this is, you know, the last one until Chaos Rising. So, yeah, we'll put this guy up front. Because the thing is, if you start Teal Mask Ogerpon, your opponent doesn't know what they're facing. Well, it doesn't matter. If I was playing our Boliva, we'd be fine. Well, I have outthunk myself. I had a good strategy, then we faced Honchkrow. Everything was going great, and then I took an arrow to the knee there. And yeah, it's the roguiest deck ever made. It only has, I mean, imagine only having a 46% meta share. That is absolute road deck territory. 46% meta share. You may as well be unplayable at that point. All right, so the good news is that I can do some things. The bad news is that we're definitely going to lose this game. Actually, if I played Festival, oh, this is how we win. This is how we win the game. Is we win with Wo-Chien. I just have to get to the bottom of my deck as quickly as possible. This is how we do it. All right, let's go. Teal Dance. Probably should have checked my deck to see if Carmine's in here, but it's... Oh, it is. But Carmine's definitely not in this deck. Who would put Carmine in a deck like this? Literally nobody. It's a tough call. I think I just hold off on the Carmine, because what's Carmine gonna do, right? Yes, it gets me deeper into my deck for Wo-Chien. But aside from that, like, yes, that's my win condition if I can recycle Wo-Chien, but I'm gonna need to keep my Night Stretchers. Damn straight, Grebulon. Yeah, it's just such a... Who even noticed it? But like, that's a 40% difference between first and second. That makes no sense. 40% difference between 1 and 2 is Crustal. 2 is a deck that just, you know, beats Dragapult by virtue of having an ability that stops Dragapult from doing damage. It's wild. It's a wild format, and again, I tried to warn everybody. Rotation's going to be crazy. The new cards suck. And nobody believed me. They didn't trust me. All right, so yeah, I guess I just knock out the Honchkrow. As much as I don't really want to. Unless I get a bosses, then we can do the thing. All right, the fact that I don't have anything good going on is kind of bad. But, you know, we'll figure it out. Grebulon, no, no, hey, just, no, don't be weird. Relish is the worst. Exactly, Foodler. It's literally in the name. People didn't, and AC, but you're not subbed. You didn't believe in me enough to give me money. Yeah, let me see if I can pull up the tweet here. I guess what, 2026? Or like worst, but if I put worst, if I search for my name and worst, a million things are gonna pop up. Oh, here it is. It was from March 1st. Yeah, it was right before rotation. And oh my goodness. Get absolutely out of here. Relic, because it has chunks in it. We need smooth. We need to keep it smooth. Jeez. All right, there we go. Let's try it again. And yeah, so here's the tweet that I put out on March 1st before rotation, and everyone said I was wrong. You know, it got 47,000 views, and most of those 20 comments are not happy. Yeah, fun fact I learned while researching my latest video. 2026 is shaping out to be the worst year in recent memory. We're losing 1,000 cards this year. We're on pace for just 500 in 2026. And then, of course, the response was, smaller sets means less bulk. What are you talking about? Smaller sets is great. It means less bulk. No, 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 it does not. No, it does not. It is bad. We're getting we're taking a year off. We're going on sabbatical. So I can go Ultra Ball for Meowth for, ooh, it's a mirror match. So I don't think I go for Carmine. Uh-oh. This is very awkward. I think I get rid of Lillie's and Ultra Ball. Go for Teal Mask Ogerpon. This is really weird. This is a terrible start. I could not imagine a worse start for me right now. Is double Ultra Ball, 3 Lillies, Chikorita, Bayleaf, Meganium, no Forest, but maybe they'll give me a Forest. I doubt it, but, you know, we have a chance. We have a chance. PB, you just threw out a lot of numbers, and I'm not reading that. Lena, are we even going to make it to 500? Well, think of it this way. If each set has 85 cards... Oh, God, I got to do math. If each set... Oh, it's Testicle Festival. Oh, you. All right, well, there's a Bayleaf. There's a Lillies. So it's going to be like 80, 160, 240, 320. Yeah, it'll probably be about 450, to be honest. Yeah, you're right. It's probably going to be just under, I'd say between 450 and 500 is probably another Lillies, really? That would be my guess. Okay, so I go attached to the Bayleaf, Forest of Vitality. Unfortunately, I do have to do this. I have to put the Meganium down because this at least forces them to double hit into my Bayleaf. I know I'm giving them the Forest, which makes them evolve faster, but... now I can retreat, go into the Chikorita, and then just lose the game. But if we get 4 sets of 80 cards, that's 320. And then 30 with the 30th anniversary, that's 350. 55 with Ascended Heroes, that's, you know, just over 400. And then maybe we'll get another set. So it depends what's going on. And then we're going to get, like, we're getting those weird decks in Japan. So we might have a slightly bigger set coming out at the end of the year. Like it might be over 100 cards. So I can confidently say that we're going to get more than 400 cards this year, but I highly doubt we're going to get to 500. It's going to be less because Perfect Order only had 80 new cards, or sorry, 81 if you count Naveen. Chaos Rising had 86. Pitch Black has 84. So it just depends how big this last set of the year is. But yeah, 500, that's like the maximum. That's not like a crazy low estimation. That's the maximum. And Owen, I suggest reading the comments on that video because a lot of the comments are quite helpful and they basically say, hey, don't play this, play that. Ooh, this is terrible. But okay, that's fine, that's fine. I would say that your best bet is to show me your feet pics. That is what I would say, is that feet pics are better than everything. Feet pics make the world go round. And Lena, probably. Ryusham, none of us could count on Naveen. Exactly. Naveen let us down until they fixed it. Ryusham, no, what I'm guessing, because Celebrations had 25 brand new cards, and then 25 in the Celebrations collection or the Classic collection. So I would imagine the 30th anniversary set will be like Celebrations, where there's 30 new cards and then 30 cards in the Classic Collection. And Tiny Dino, I have my starter guide. Absolutely Mega Lucario. Mega Lucario is by far the best one for new players to... Oh, crap. If you're a new player, always start with Mega Lucario. It's free. It's the easiest one to upgrade. And yeah, do what PB, redeem these free codes for free stuff. But absolutely Mega Lucario. Nothing but Mega Lucario. Mega Lucario was goated. All right, so let's go Applin down, and then Boss's Horse Duvra. So let's knock this guy out. I really wish I could, you know, do something else, but I can't. Let's Night Stretcher for an energy because I can. And sure. Food, no, that requires math. Mega Lucario is just like the perfect amalgamation of a deck where it can just teach you everything you need to know. And it's also, you know, a top deck. It's just everything you need. And if you're wondering, well, Poirlet, why'd you go for the Thwacky when the Sea King should just knock you out next turn? It seems like a terrible idea. Well, they don't have a Grookey, so they don't got anything. And I have a bunch of Forest of Vitalities. Actually, I don't have any Forest of Vitalities. I'm so screwed. PB and Grabulon, damn straight. But no, Mega Lucario is just the best good deck that requires the least amount of thinking, while also teaching you how important like math and other things are. So Mega Lucario, every aspect of Mega Lucario is great. And that is why I always remember it. Because it's pretty straightforward once you get down to the nitty-gritty. Especially if you're a Flyers fan. All right, so who do I want them to knock out? Honestly, I think I want to get to a Briar turn. Do I want to get to a Briar turn? No, I put up the Chikorita. We put up the Chikorita. Easy. Because they can't knock out a Chikorita. I get absolutely bodied. And then I can knock out the Sea King with an Ogerpon if I just get the right combination of cards, which I'm definitely going to get. And then, yeah, we go attach to you. I will Unfair Stamp, and then we just win. Because they don't have a Thwacky. And there's no way that deck can win because they don't got no stinking Thwacky. And let's go, yeah, we'll go Diplin, which doesn't really do anything. I think that means they didn't get it. They are big sad. All right, so Diplin, Hydrapple, and I guess Wo-Chien. Because remember, Wo-Chien just wins me the game, which is really cool. Ryushan, well, don't forget, Mega Lucario is just free on PTCGL to begin with. We have a Teal Mask. I have a Bayleaf. That's fine. Yeah, the lead battle that comes out next Thursday, which is really cool. And then there's Hydrapple. There's Energy. We are goated. And then, yeah, we got... Wait, Bayleaf has a... Yeah, Bayleaf is fine. Let's just go Retreat into this guy. Bayleaf. Golden Shower. Win the game. Easy. There's no way they got it like that, right? There's no way they have a Diplin with an Energy and a Festival Grounds in play already. No way they got that. Yeah, so to answer your question, Mega Lucario. And what's the A-Spec? I have a video on it. I think it's... Is it Hero's Cape? I think it's Hero's Cape. Mega Lucario lead battle deck. I probably have it saved somewhere. Hey, my video's the first thing that pops up. Hey, that's pretty cool. My video's the first thing that pops up. Cedro Box. Sorry, Cedro Box. It is Cedro Box that is the A-Spec, which is like the worst one. You know, it's going to help drop in price. But yeah, I got the math a little bit wrong. Remember, that's the video that I had to re-upload. Remember that? That's the first time I've ever deleted and re-uploaded a video, was because I got the price of Secret Box wrong. I think I was comparing Secret Box to Maximum Belt, and I got the price of Maximum Belt mixed up with Secret Box. So it's like I said, Cedar Box is a $20 card when actually it was like a $5 card. Oh, by the way, I stamped them to 2 and they got everything. In case you were wondering, I stamped them to 2 and they got everything. Okay. This is unfortunate. But, I mean, they can't one-shot me. They don't have a festival leader, which is really good. So I can just take the knockout. I have the... Do I even want to put the Fez down? I don't think I want to put the Fez down. The Fez down seems like a bad idea. Right? Putting Fez into play seems like a game-losing mistake because they can just gust it up. They can just thrust and gust. So, yeah, they've only used 1 bosses. I think in this situation, I just base them with my Syrup Storm and go from there. Yeah, people really didn't expect them to go up in price, but obviously the A-Specs were going to be super important. But yeah, Unfair Stamp was just wild, the price increase on that thing. So if you're wondering, what does Wo Chien do? It wins you the game if you have less than 3 or fewer cards in deck. But I couldn't put the Fez down because it's very difficult for them to knock out a Hydrapple. It's very easy to knock out a Fez. Ooh, they have to traverse time. So I just go for the Applin, right? Because they're traversing time, which is an amazing attack. And I mentioned this in the Beedrill list in yesterday's video, is traverse time is absolutely freaking goated. But I'm just going to boss up the Applin, and they got nothing. Boss the Applin, they got nothing, and then I win the entire freaking game. And Cupcake, that'll never happen. And PP, so, and Ryusham, congratulations. And PP, thank you. So tomorrow will be the old decks with new cards. Thursday is going to be the free decks, plus apparently the pre-release. You know, PDCGL is getting its biggest update ever. Seriously this time. What should the title of that video be? PDCGL is getting its best feature ever? Is getting the greatest update ever? Something like that? All right, so we go... There's no way they can win. Right? There's no way they can win right now. They have to do 330 damage with 1 attack. There's no way. I am guaranteeing that they cannot do this, okay? There is no chancey. There is no world where they can knock out a Hydrapple this turn. I mean, it's actually very easy for them. They just have to go... what is it? They have to fill up their bench. Oh, wait, what's this? For each of your opponent's bench Pokemon? That's... Wait, what? Kilometers? PDCGL still doesn't... Yeah. I'll take a jab at them, right? So... And before expanded friend battles... But we still don't know the patch notes, right? Because I'll hold back that video until we know the patch notes for the update. Because the patch notes could say, like, oh, we're getting expanded friend battles. And Suck a Butt Pilot, they probably were waiting. And like, oh, Pilot's going to make a rant video about how we haven't done expanded. And then we're going to release the update. And Pilot's going to be like, oh, big sad. I feel like Jamal didn't quite play this as well as they could have. Because, I mean, I know I am him. Actually, we're going to take the knockout with Meganium. Because that is how cool people win games. That's how cool people win games. Did I just prize a Meowth? All right, so that's cool. Yeah, it should just be like, because the last PDCGL update video, I think I called it PDCGL is getting its biggest update ever. And it's Incineroaring. I know, it's it boggles the mind. And oh, I think it's probably less about the acceleration and more about the attack. All right, I'm going to choose to go second because we're playing a Cinderace build, and you always want to go second with Cinderace. Press 1 if we're going to get Cinderace. Press 2 if everyone was wrong and I shouldn't have played this deck. Oh my goodness. This isn't just a Cinderace start. This is an insane start. Oh, they specifically said for the acceleration. Literally, I switched to a Grass Wheat deck and I faced Decky Dewey. What are the odds of that? That I mean, I know I'm starting Cinderace, so I'll probably get a free prize on like a Rowlet or something. But what are the odds that I faced Decidueye as soon as I switched to a Hydreigon deck? It's like they knew. But fun fact, I know how to beat this. I know how to win this matchup. Press 1 if you know how to win this matchup, and then tell me. And then tell me how to win this matchup. But press 1 if you know how this matchup is supposed to end. But does anyone know how you can beat any Decidueye deck in this world? PB, fun fact, that was broken when it first came out in PTCGL, because PTCGL is a well-made game. All right, so I'm knocking out a Badoo. No, not even that. It's not even that difficult. Okay, I don't need all my freaking energy in hand. That seems a little excessive. But it's much simpler than you might think. All right, so Poffin, let's just get everybody in play, because why the heck not? Well, probably because it's a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then, yeah, Cinderace, Turbo Flare. So I don't have an attack next turn. So, slight issue. I don't have an attack next turn. And then, sure, let's go to that Dino. But no, it is actually funny. Yes, there you go. Ryusham got it. You cannot use Vivillon if your opponent has a 0-card hand. So Vivion's whole thing is that it gives your opponent a 4-card hand, which activates Decky Dewey. But if you have a 0-card hand, they can't use Vivillon. That is the secret strat that I learned is if you just have a 0-card hand, you win this matchup. So that's why Judge is important. And what I learned is, yes, you kind of need to play Judge, because if you don't have Judge, then you can't be the jury or the executioner. But yeah, this ain't quite the hand we want. But I can Obsidian. I mean, I don't think they got it. I mean, imagine having an 11-card hand and you don't got nothing. I think they Decky Dewey'd. Yeah, they Decky Dewey'd. They Fezzed. Oh, they got it. Okay, they got it. They got it. Oh, no, they don't got it. FIFA Lives, yes. Because Judge, the wording on Vivillon says, I think it says, if your opponent put any cards on the bottom of their deck in this way, they draw 4. With Judge, it's just a blanket shuffle draw 4 for both players. As soon as they get it into play, I'll show it. Are they just seriously giving me 2 free prizes with the Cinderace, and then I just accelerate everything? Because that's pretty cool. But what I have to make sure is I have to make sure that I don't... Are they just going to retreat into Fez? Because that's also that's a good idea. They used add-on. That's a terrible idea. You should never do that. Okay, that's a Rosas. So it's very important that I don't be an idiot. Right? I want to make sure that I have enough cards in my hand that they have to make me shuffle draw. So if I put the counter gain there, then I'll have 5 cards because I'm taking a prize. And then, yeah, let's go Psychic, Darkness. I mean, they have to deal with the Cinderace at some point, right? They got to deal with the Cinderace eventually. Oh, here we go. I have it because both my medals are in my hand. I have it. I have the Obsidian. And that's just going to be like 3 free prizes, because doesn't Vivillon have 120 hit points, which is less than the Delmise coming in Pitch Black? You better put a shaman down. You better be putting a shaman into play or be a real shaman if something bad happened to you. Actually, no, I guess if I'd known I was going to get the rare candy, well, I couldn't have played any more cards. Thank you, Ryusham. I couldn't have played any more cards, so I was going to get Vivillon no matter what. That better be a shaman. That's a Dartrix. That's not what you want. They could use Dartrix. They could use Feather Shot. Wow, thanks, BDCGL. Really helpful there. Wouldn't it be cool if the card you were looking at just disappeared? So they can snipe they can snipe all my Dino. They do need to put Relicanth in play. PB, you can watch the VOD. It was at the start of the VOD. All right, so they got a Morty's. They still don't have Vivillon, but I'm sure they'll get one now because they are drawing 5. Okay, I was like, it would have been hilarious if they whiffed it. And kilometers, yeah, just play every card like a crazy person. But yeah, remember, Roses only works if you're losing. So this is like my ace in your hole. So I want to be inside your hole with Rosa. I want to be inside. Never mind, I'm not going to say it. She's young. All right, there we go. Let's never let them know your next move. Am I right? All right, so Grand Wang. Oh, hello. What the hell is the Colress for? Wait, does this deck play Grand Tree? Wait, I guess the deck plays Grand Tree? This is news to me. Okay, so we're gonna go this guy. There's a Zoroark. That's great. We definitely get rid of the Cinderace. Okay, so I just knock out Vivian, Dunsparce. Ooh, we got another Zoroark. I still... yeah, there's one way to know. There's one way to know for sure. But I think I can get rid of the darkness energy. Ryusha, I'm going to take the risk when I have to, okay? Oh, no. Okay, so I can Meowth to check the deck. This is the worst use of Meowth I've ever seen, is to check to see if I have a Grand Tree. What is the worst use of Meowth you've ever seen? I'm using it to see if I have a Grand Tree in the deck. All right, let's go and get... wow, I don't have a bosses. That sucks. Let's go for... I guess Lilies. Actually, it doesn't matter, right? So I go Colress for Metal Grand Tree. Metal Grand Tree. And then, yeah, we do Obsidian. We're going to lose some things, but I think we're fine. And then I go Grand Tree and Eevee. It's 130 to their active and then 130 to 2 bench Pokemon. So it's actually good that I'm not going down to 1 prize because I want to be able to do the thingy thing. I want to be able to use Rosa or counter gain at some point. So we definitely knock out Vivillon. And then I think I just knock out the Rowlet. It's getting lit. It's getting Rowlet. Yeah, then I think I just knocked that out. Because this way they can't use Grand Tree to evolve back into Rowlet. Because remember, Grand Tree says you have to have waited a turn. Pokemon has to have been in play for at least a turn. A Timmy turn or 2. But there you go. Obsidian. 130 to the active, 130 to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Crashing Butthead is also really good. And I don't think they can win because they've had a terrible game here. Because I can just Crashing Headbutt 2 times and win. Ah, that's not good. All right, we're kind of in a dilly of a pickle right now. Because I need rare candy, but we have double Zoroark. We do have double Zoroark, which is fine. So I think in this situation, I probably just Lilies first. Right, I Lilies first, Zoroark away my 2 worst cards. But the other thing is I have Hydreigon in my hand. I have, you know, a built-up Dino. So all I need is Petrol or Rare Candy. So actually, I'm going to go Zoroark first. Joko? Well, don't forget Slowking only has 120 hit points. This has 330. So this is slightly more difficult to knock out. You know, against Dragapult, you can Obsidian twice. Right? You can go Crashing Headbutt one turn. That sets up a Dragapult for knockout, and then Obsidian right after, and then you can knock out a Dragapult and, like, choose your Cloak. Whereas with Slowking, you're just kind of, you know, they know, oh, I just got to put Shaman down and then not evolve my Cloaks, and Slowking is useless. Yeah, obviously a 4 energy attack cost isn't great, but with Counter Gain and Neo Upper and stuff like that, it is playable. Okay, so I'm trying to go through my schedule here because I have a couple of secret videos I wanted to get out next week. Eevee, no, they're allowed to do that. Okay, if I don't object, it's fine. If I don't object, or if I don't Braska, get it? If I don't object, or if I don't Braska, because jacked is sin in Final Fantasy. Because Braska was the summoner, or I guess I should have said Boron, because Orin was the other guardian along with Jacked. So I don't object. Never mind. These great jokes are wasted on all of you. You don't appreciate art. You don't appreciate how amazing I am. Okay, there's a Cinderace. Well, I need a rare candy. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I have it, right? I have Petrol for rare candy. So I have it. I just go Petrol for rare candy. Probably don't need the energy switch, right? The energy switch is kind of useless at this point. I have Roses. I'm not taking a knockout. Because I need actually, if I'd gotten a metal energy, I could have done it. But that's too much thinking. My brain can't handle that much thinking, okay? Thinking hurts my brain. So I could have done it this turn. I could have won the game this turn. That's my bad. I'm sorry. But it would have required a couple of things going right, and a couple of things didn't quite go right for us. Yeah, I would have double night. Yeah, so I did have game. I did have game. That's my bad. But I will have game next turn. All right, that's guaranteed. Guaranteed game next turn. You know, we're going to make them think they have a chancey. What great cards I just hit. What? Oh, man, they were about to lose, but then I hit double Poké Pad Lilies. And scenario, yeah, it would be better. Do they realize I can deck them out if they're not careful? Because they only have 4 cards left. If they use the Dunsparce, I can deck them out. Right? Because that would put them with 3 cards left. So I can use Crashing Butthead. Yeah, like I had game in Incineroar, but I'm just too busy telling good jokes. Like, you wouldn't go to an Amy Schumer show and expect to laugh. And you wouldn't expect Amy Schwimmer to, you know, give you expert jokes while also giving tier 1 gameplay where she never loses to Decky Dewey. Mark, there you go. True. All right, so I think the deck plays Fez. I assume the deck plays Fez, but I mean, I can play with my balls. But this is exactly why I didn't take that extra prize, because now I can Obsidian again. See, it's like you don't understand my greatness. I got greatness in my pants. You know, there's some chaos rising. Well, okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, it's fine. But yeah, see, I sauced him up. Call me a gardener because I sauced him up. Did you seriously give your Vivian 140 hit points just to do the thing? Wow, I prized the bosses and a rare candy. That's pretty crazy. All right, let's play the Cinderace Zygarde deck one more time. We'll do a prediction for this one game. Okay? Will I never mind. Wait, will I win this next game? Well, I'm too lazy. Just press 1 if I'm going to win this next game, press 2 if I'm going to lose. There's nothing on the line here but your pride. You know, are we a bunch of lions? Because the only thing on the line right now is pride. Michael Bluth, I believe in you. Everyone thinks I'm going to win. Well, that means we're going to start Zygarde and lose. If everyone presses 1, we're going to start Zygarde and lose. Yeah, it only makes sense. You know, somebody commented this. I can't remember who. Somebody commented this in the last stream. Just play Cinderace with 4 Zygarde. Or, sorry, 4 Cinderace with 2 Zygarde. And thank you, Lena, for being the one non-believer. Okay, that's good. We did mulligan. You know, normally you don't hear those words, but if I can mulligan 17 times, I'd be so happy. The unfortunate thing is you can't really mulligan. If you get a Cinderace hand, we got 3 mulligans. And we started Zygarde, of course. Of course we start the Zygarde. I told you, Lena, you're the only smart one here. Lena's the only smart one here. I do play Powerglass. I play Powerglass, so that would really help. And it's Baby Okie Dokie. Oh, yippee. So I can win this one if I get 5 energy on this. I can win if I get 5 energy on a Mega Zygarde, which is but yeah, fun fact, I play 2 Zygarde. That's it. I only mulligan 3 times. I play 2 Zygarde, 4 Cinderace. And Bluth, I know, right? PDC Joe just always knows. It's like Baskin Robbins. We can still win this one, though. I just need to get Powerglass and a couple energy in the discard pile. That's it. Just Powerglass, couple energy in the discard pile. That's not a Powerglass. All right, so let's go Pokemon Catcher. If I can catch her the Binacle, that'd be great. Okay. I mean, they're still going to be able to draw cards, but, I mean, this might slow them down slightly. This might slow them down. We got the Powerglass and no way of discarding anything. Fantastic. All right, so next turn I can Carmine Powerglass. And I think I have to Carmine away this hand. No, that doesn't work because you have to have Cinderace in your opening hand. Because remember, Cinderace, you can only put it in the active. It's not like Snorlax Doll. I think Snorlax Doll, you can just put as many as you want in play. So, yeah, you just, if you don't start Cinderace, you know, I should probably play Waitress. Right, this is a deck where Waitress would make sense, but I'm not playing Waitress. I'd rather just play 4 Cinderace, okay? Waitress is stupid. I would never hit a Waitress. It would never happen. I did not hit her. I did not. All right, well, they're just getting everything. They're going to Solrock. I do play some Jumbo Ice Creams. As long as I don't top deck a Jumbo Ice Cream, press 1 if I'm going to top deck a Jumbo Ice Cream. Press 2 if they're about to 2-shot me and win the game. There's no way you have a Prism Energy and a regular Energy. It's not like the deck is built to do that. Well, I've already lost the game. I've already lost the game, so I think I need to pivot. And try and get a second Zygarde powered up. Yeah, Eevee, I tried, okay? I tried so hard and I didn't get very far. I mean, when this deck works, it's fun, but the problem is it doesn't really work. Yeah, pivot. Uh-oh, they're playing with their pee-pee. Lana, look away. Okay, so I just have to Carmine and then try to build up a different Zygarde. And fun fact, this is my only Powerglass. So, yeah, we're screwed. We are so screwed. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that was... You know what? You deserve one more chance. Press 1 if we're going to redeem ourselves. Press 2 if I should never have played a second game. Press 1 if I'm the best Zygarde Cinderace player in the world. Press 2 if I should have just ended stream and focused on YouTube videos, which are going to get more views than this will on the VODs channel. Yeah, this will be uploaded to the VODs channel. Obviously, the title is going to be I was forced to play this terrible deck. And Eevee, no, we got this, Eevee. It's going to happen, Eevee. I guarantee you, we're going to start Cinderace, and then we're going to have a dead hand. It's guaranteed, Eevee. I've never been more sure. Or no, we're going to prize bow Zygarde. We're going to start the Cinderace, and we're going to prize bow Zygarde, and the hand trimmer will mean nothing. Okay, this is actually really good that we're mulliganing this hand because this is terrible. Well, like, if I start Carmine Powerglass Zygarde, 5 mulligans. This is great. This is great. Oh! 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 Hee hee. Okay. Everyone who pushed 2, I bet you're regretting your words now. Oh, crap. Okay, so this is like an unwinnable matchup unless I can get core memory at the right time. Yeah, Ice Cream's going to be important. Hammer's good. And yeah, I want to make a Scoville and EX deck. There's nothing coming in Chaos Rising that helps it. Nothing so far in Pitch Black. And Mark, it's just use Zygarde. What do you mean, what's the plan? You just use Zygarde. What do you mean, what's the plan? The plan is use Zygarde. That's it. That's the entire plan. But remember, Pitch Black, the only like remaining card that we don't know of is Zeraora. I guess I just Morty's for 4. Thank you for doing that for me. Ooh, hello. Okay, so let's go Zygarde down. Probably don't play with my balls yet. And then 1, 2, 3, because they can't one-shot a Mega Zygarde unless they have the absolute nuts. They can't one-shot a Mega Zygarde unless they go Toxtricity, accelerate to the Pedo, attach to the Pedo, and then Prime Catcher. Yeah, so Zeraora is the last one in Japan's Abyss Eye set, which should also be alongside a Lightning Special Energy. Additionally, we are probably going to get Mega Slowbro, Mega Delphox. I'll do everything in the Saturday video, so I will talk about everything Pitch Black. I won't do like full recaps on Ghost Veil unless they announce a new card coming in Pitch Black that affects Ghost Veil. So the preview video on Saturday will be like full preview, but I won't talk about the older cards unless we get new cards that affect them. So Foogler, we don't know for sure that Slowbro and Delphox and probably Jet are in Pitch Black, but there's 3 cards that are going to have to be added to it, and they said there's 6 megas. So if Zeraora is the only mega left over in Abyss Eye, what the hell are they doing? You know, it's very easy to guess the set list 2 weeks ahead of time or 2 months ahead of time. Because fun fact, this Saturday is exactly 2 months until Pitch Black. Chaos Rising is next week, but 2 months Saturday is Pitch Black. The time between sets is less than 60 days these days around. It's wild. And also, yeah, they shouldn't have done that. Because they could have knocked out my Cinderace. Maybe they think they're weak to fighting and not grass. And PB, no, I'm never playing Lapras again. I'll play Lapras, Stellar Lapras EX, but never anything else. Never. Okay, so they definitely made an oopsie. Subjugating Chains, they're going to go for Petulant. But I'm still going to get knocked out coming into my turn. Right? Because they're going to do 60, 120. So I'm still getting knocked out coming into my turn, which does not help them whatsoever. So I'm not quite sure what their plan was. Okay, let's do that. And then I think I play with my balls. We get rid of this and this because I definitely don't need Powerglass anymore. We can get the Cinderace. Doesn't matter. I played Persian last year. It's terrible. I played Persian last year. It is terrible. So I have Rocky Fighting. Wow, these are definitely cards that exist. And then I just load up everybody. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I mean, we got this, baby. The Peturunt's going to get knocked out if they don't switch. So yeah, obviously, it's like It's like the best R100-177 has never faced a Zygarde Cinderace deck before. It's like they've never seen this before. But yeah, I'll post the deck list for this in the VODs video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take sections of the new decks video and the road decks video and put those on the VODs channel. Just for like, you know, to try to, you know, try to milk my viewers for as much as possible. So if you see uploads on the VODs channel that's like Mega Greninja deck profile, that's just the segment from the new decks video just cut into its own video. So if you're subbed to the VODs channel, that's what it is. And if you're not subbed to the VODs channel, what is wrong with you? You're missing out on completely repurposed content that I put no effort into. Like, what are you doing? I put zero effort into it. You should be watching it 100%. All right, press 1 if they're going to retreat. Press 2 if they're going to give me a free prize. Yes, Shiny Ray, I have a VODs channel. Thank you. All right, so how much damage do? They do 270 with a binding. So I just have to use Gaia Wave, but we're never using Gaia Wave. Oh yeah, if I use Gaia Wave, that's the smart decision. We are never, ever using freaking Gaia Wave. How dare you even suggest using Gaia Wave? I mean, I probably will at some point, but we're never freaking using Gaia Wave. Dumbest idea I've ever heard. If you were about to type in, well, Poilet, why not you use Gaia Wave? That way a Sharknado can't knock you. What the hell is that? That way a Sharknado can't knock you out, Poilet. Never. Mods, ban whoever thought of doing that. And yeah, exactly. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have been so flippant, but we have everything. We have everything. I can still lose this game very easily, but I do have core memory. I do have a lot of things. All right, so there's that. And then I think I just want to get rid of double Carmine and then get this guy. Mods, ban Shiny Ray. Get Shiny Ray out of here. Wow, that's perfect. All right, nullifying 0, baby. Here we go. Every 6 heads in a row, guaranteed 6 heads. Greatest nullifying 0 in history. The greatest nullifying. Okay, that was actually exactly what I wanted. that wasn't the greatest nullifying 0 in history, but that was kind of everything I wanted. Setting up the Lopunny would have been better, but you know the Sharknado was set up for a knockout. They can't knock me out unless they have a Binding Mochi or a freaking Monkey Dory, which they do have. But I don't think they realize that I can just thrust and bust and gust. Okay, what are you doing, Step Pilot? You better be Petrarunting into your Sharknado. Are you sure you don't have a little angel inside of you? Would you like to? All right, well, I can nullifying 0. Obviously, the Monkey Dory is a huge problem, but I mean, we're fine. They don't know what they're doing. They are cooked. Yeah, exactly. Foodler, that deserves a pin. Exactly. Why would it even have an attack that no one's ever going to use? I do have to Jumbo Ice Cream the active, just in case they have a second Monkey Dory. Because that'd be bad. All right, so nullifying 0. Yeah, we could use Gaia Wave. Nah, bro. We're going 5 for 5 on nullifying. 5 for 5 on nullifying. Okay, well, we knocked out the Monkey Dory. Believe it or not, that's all we needed. Because now I just have a core, I have core memory KO. So even though that was literally the worst that it could have been, except for one coin flip, that's actually perfect. Because all I have to do is find core memory. Or I can just, you know, nullifying 0 again. Or I can, you know, Gaia Wave the Sharpedo. But nah, bro, we ain't doing that. You're out of energy. You got nothing. Subjugate these nuts. Am I right? Subjugate these nuts. All right, so they're poisoned. And I am him. So they're poisoned. I am him. I've never heard a better combo in my life. You know, a Big Mac with a large fry and some extra foot lotion, that combo doesn't even hold a candle to whatever I just said that I can't. What are you waiting for? Subjugate those people. Yeah, they shouldn't have poisoned themselves because now they're in KO range. Now they're just a nullifying 0 away from losing the game. But I do need to find some. Oh, they chickened out. They chickened out. They absolutely chickened out. All right, I'm gonna go and hopefully get Hero's Cape. Zerosic. I wonder if they realize they just helped me. Because a Zerosic means I have a better chance of, you know, Lillie-ing. All right, well, they probably have a Binding Mochi, but I'm not. Come on, you know what we're doing here. I'm believing in the heart of the cards. If I can nullifying 0 this Petron to knock out the Toxtricity, we got it. All right, because the Petron gets hit for weakness. I don't even care that this is a game-losing scenario because we're going to hit heads on the Petron, heads on the Toxtricity in that game. Suck my butt. Damn it. We hit heads on every... We would have won. We... Seriously? The one we needed to hit heads on, we flipped tails on. So I lose now. I did have game, by the way. I would have just Gaia waved. If I just Gaia wave the... Yeah, they got it. If I just Gaia wave the Pedo, we win the game. But I didn't do that. Because I thought I'd be funny. And if we just flipped heads on the Petron, who's weak to fighting, we would have won. I think they still need a Binding Mochi, though, because the Pedo does 270. So they could have Monkey Dory Energy Switch. They could have Binding Mochi. They could have... that's not it. I mean... Oh, that's literally everything I need. If they don't have a Binding Mochi, we do win. This is insane. I'm doing it again. I know I have core memory and everything. Oh. Oh, they don't got it. They don't got it. That's 270. I'm doing it again. Even though I know I shouldn't. Because we have like 3 win conditions here. But we're going for the nullifying 0. You know we're going for the nullifying... You know, I'm going to nullify this stupid thing. We're going for the nullifying 0 on the Lopunny. Oh, they conceded. They conceded. That is so unfair. And Lena, I thought you said you were going to... I'm going to get everything for next week because, you know, it's like a new generation. All right. So everything should be set up next week. Okay, yeah, let's... oh, they don't speak English. Damn it. Is Moist Critical streaming? Is Moist Critical online? Anyone named Moist Critical playing the game? All right, so I'm just going to have to raid and run. But I will see all of you next week. There might be a surprise stream. I highly doubt it. So it'll just be next Thursday, Chaos Rising. Lots of YouTube videos. You know, if there's anything you want to say about the update posted in the Discord, yeah, I'll see you next week.